All right, everyone. Hope you're all doing good today. Hope you're all doing well. It's time for another episode of Speedruns From the Crypt, your bi-weekly horror hotfix. Hope you've all been doing good, and we are back with another episode. Before we do get into what exactly we're doing today, let me just give you a couple announcements. For one, we do have our official GDQ Discord with Hotfix Rolls if you ever want to keep up to date on many of your favorite Hotfix shows. You can use !Discord in Twitch chat for more information on that. As well, GDQ 2025 will be live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 5th to the 12th. Registration and hotel booking are currently now open. You can go to gamesandquick.com and check GDQ 2025 important dates for more information. Alrighty, so here's the jam for the day. I don't know how many of you have been keeping up with the Sphere of Horror releases, but we got a lot of games coming out. More impressively so, we have a lot of games getting either remakes, remasters, or deluxe remasters, depending on how you want to see that. So I thought, as a fun little, kind of like appetizer sort of thing, we'll take a look at some of the original games before you check out maybe the remasters. If you've never seen them, a lot of cool games are kind of coming back to the forefront that I never thought might come back. In total, before we do get to the exact one we're doing right now, we are going to be having Dead Rising, Clock Tower, and Silent Hill 2. Anyway, that being said, we're going to be taking a look at Silent Hill 2 at 80% with Punchy. Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Punchy and I'm running Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, which is a relatively popular mod for the Silent Hill 2 PC version. Pretties the game up, makes it look nice, makes it run in widescreen, 16:9 jump scare on the stream. But the minor differences in the timing means it is considered a separate run. I will get into the differences as we go. I will be doing any percent. So pick these difficulties. 3, 2, 1. Play ball. Okay, so very first glitch in the run, almost immediately. Normally the game makes us pick up a map from the car, but if we grab this text and then hold it in position using the quick save function to store text, we can simply bypass that trigger and walk straight past. The quick save functionality in this game is very abusable, is the way I will put it. And in fact, typically under default configurations, the Enhanced Edition mod actually fixes it because haphazard usage of it can brick your save file. But the developers of the Enhanced Edition mod were kind enough to include a specific configuration for speedrunners that enables all of the glitches again for us, which is really considerate of them. Very nice. Hence we have a relatively new leaderboard established just for running this particular version of the game. The other thing quick saving does is that every time text is drawn to the screen, James's stamina refills, allowing us to continue running at full speed. Normally he would drop below full speed at a certain point. But game saved counts as text being drawn to the screen, so we continue. Can I get the fade out skip? No. If you pause on exactly the frame that cutscene starts, you can skip the initial fade in and save a little bit of time. That's one of the minor differences in Enhanced Edition. That fade in there for that cutscene, way faster. There's several dozen examples of that kind of thing across the entire game that means the entire run is a little bit faster overall compared to the vanilla PC port, hence the fact that they are split between two different boards. We're going to pick up the chainsaw here. A lot of people ask me about this. The chainsaw's available? Isn't it a New Game Plus item? Surprisingly, no. If you pick beginner mode in the PC port, it spawns by default. But I think it's only the PC port that's like that. The console versions don't work like that, I think. You think I would know this, but it's either it spawns on the PC version by default, or it spawns on beginner difficulty across all versions. But I'm not sure which one of those is correct. I've forgotten over time. It's something like... Point is, it's not a New Game Plus only thing, so it's allowed for use in standard any percent. Second instance of text storage. This gate gives us... There's no reason to go back. I'm going to look for Mary, and look for Mary we shall. So the reason we're going to hold on to this text, and we're going to hold on to it for a very long time, mashing the quick save button all the while to keep it in place. You don't have to mash particularly quickly, but you do need to press it tap, 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 and that's what I'm doing right now. That's about that speed. Normally the game would funnel us into a set piece where we are forced to kill the first enemy of the game and we get our first standard melee weapon, the wooden plank. But if we hold text all this distance, the cutscene does not trigger. Because if there is held text on the screen, events don't work. And again, you have to be careful about how you do this because doing it in the wrong place with the wrong event can break the game horribly. The other thing of note with Enhanced Edition is that it can fix the RNG values in place of puzzles. So normally all puzzles in this game have a value that is seeded when you hit new game. And in the vanilla PC port, we figured out how to manipulate that value by starting the game on the right frame. But Enhanced Edition, the methodology changed because of just boring reasons. But when the developers of the Enhanced Edition implemented a speedrun mode in their final update to the project, they added a mode that locks the game at a particular seed value, so you don't have to go through the hassle of starting the game and trying to hit the right frame every time you want to do a run, which is nice. It is convenient for quick running. Cuts the time down between the resets. I was able to drop the text there because I got past the event barrier. Anyway, sorry.
Question for that, actually. For the Enhanced Edition, obviously this might not have meaning to everyone watching, but do we know what RNG values they give to each puzzle? And then for reference to chat and I guess YouTube watchers, normally the puzzles decided are there's a clock, you have a couple of numbers in the hospital, you have a rope that you need to pull later, and then there's a briefcase code.
Yes. So the Enhanced Edition seed is... I forget what seed, but it's a real seed you could roll if you did manual RNG minute. They haven't, picked the best solution for each puzzle.
Right.
They picked a real seed that you could hit with RNG manip in the vanilla game, but every single frame the game advances the RNG seed one step forward, and the seed they picked that has the best possible results out of many different seeds is one you would otherwise have to wait 14 minutes or so on starting the game to hit. So it's nice to not have to do that. But yeah, we get a perfect clock, some numbers on the number puzzle. The numbers don't really matter that much. It's just knowing what they are. And first try rope pull. We scouted the ideal solution and they went for that.
Right.
But it is a natural real seed you could conceivably hit in the vanilla game. They didn't modify that to give you better than potentially legit results. Yes?
I always have a weird thing with any percent, and at some point any percent runner is going to do this, it'll be funny. Honestly, I think hard mode puzzles are slightly faster.
But the cube is random.
It is, but it's randomized to a degree which the worst result is what you do now. Because normally for the cube, it's side down, down? Upside down, green or yellow?
I guess as well with set seed, you could just memorize the cube solution.
Yeah.
I don't have it written down because it's a non-factor.
It is an odd thing, but the fastest you get is one down or side down, which has less input than side down down.
I'll have to look into that. That might be practical now. I think the main thing that kept hard puzzles off from being viable before is that trying to figure out how to explain it in terms of RNG manip is difficult.
Yeah.
Display an ideal result. Anyway, we're getting the clock key. This is the first puzzle that's determined randomly. The clock itself has a fixed solution of 9:15, but the starting position of the hands is what's random. So when you want a clock position where you need to move the hands the least amount. Like so. Just like that. Done. That is the absolute shortest possible movement you can do on that. Light goes off. Light affects enemy aggro in select areas, so it's a thing to be mindful of. But you do need it on to interact with most doors. Hi, Pyramid Head. Bye, Pyramid Head. Get the fire escape key. Be very gentle on the camera transition. Oh, that's actually a very important aspect of the run I didn't thing to explain. Silent Hill 2 is probably best known for being a classically styled tank control game, but in the PC, well, in any version actually, but it's an option toggle no one thinks to change. There is a secondary control scheme where your movement is instead relative to the camera rather than where James is facing, so I can do things like turn on a dime, like that, whoosh, without having to do a quick turn or, turn to face in that direction. You can just go. Very analog control scheme.
Also, good news for that, and it's pretty much present in like every PS2 horror game. Like, I know Fatal Frame has it, Clock Tower 3 has it, Resident Evil 1 Remake lets you choose between it as well. Like, there's a lot of games that have this pretty early.
Resident Evil Remake, this style of control where you can just flick the stick and run in a direction was actually added to the modern re-releases. It wasn't a thing in the GameCube version. Yeah, it's not present in the GameCube version of that game.
I know Fatal Frame definitely has it.
Fatal Frame definitely has it. Whoops. Corners. So movement is a very important part of this game. You've got to take, the shortest lines possible. But James, unlike other Silent Hill games, Silent Hill 1 notably, where running into a wall makes you bonk constantly, you don't have that issue so much, but you do have James slowing down if he grazes corners funny. And it can be hard to be precise, because every time the camera angle changes, it remembers the angle of the stick you're currently pressing down and will keep moving you in that direction. But if you want to change your direction, you have to make crazy flicks of the stick in order to adjust properly without hitting the wall. Hi, Eddie's butt crack. Bye, Eddie's butt crack. Enhanced Edition also dramatically speeds up pretty much all of the door transitions, which cuts down the run a lot over the course of the game. So we're going to get this coin, and then we're going to hit a quick save, which will let us immediately exit out of that text without reading the newspaper article in the dumpster. Just a little minor thing you can do. Just save some time. Use the fire escape key. I'm wiggling the stick on starting that room because some rooms don't update to the new camera angle immediately, which means you can do things like hold up right and James will immediately start running in completely the opposite direction. In order to deal with rooms like that, you gotta wiggle the stick around so the game gets the idea and updates, recalibrates itself to the new camera angle. This is room by room. You have to just kind of memorize it. There isn't really a rubric you can use to know logically what the rooms are going to be. Coin puzzle. Pausing the game here skips the fade-in that normally takes place after you exit the coin puzzle, which lets me get into the inventory a little faster. Get the key. That puzzle is not random. That one is fixed. It does depend on the puzzle difficulty, and I'm running on normal puzzle difficulty. Igdisis thinks hard mode is fastest. That needs labbing. I don't know. I can see the argument, but between easy and normal, puzzle difficulty doesn't matter very much. I just pick normal because I'm used to it.
For hard mode on that coin puzzle, you move one of the coins to the right. Anyway, he's dead.
Yep. Hit Pyramid Head with the chainsaw, and he's gone. Chainsaw strong.
Also, if you stand perfectly still and with a chainsaw, normally there's a fun Easter egg.
There it is.
Yeah, it's a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, one of the additions to the PC port is a weapon swap hotkey. That is not a thing in the console version, but it means we can cycle through our inventory of weapons without having to hit the menu.
I think you also get a quick heal too, right?
Well, that's actually a thing in the console versions. It's just bound to R3. Gotcha. You can hit a button to instantly use healing items from the menu. Skip this
cutscene. Also, for quick chat, this is the Enhanced Edition.
This is Enhanced Edition, yes.
Quote-unquote any % category of that. It's been picking up steam. I thought it would be fun to have on.
Yeah, I got back into running Silent Hill 2 when the Enhanced Edition final update dropped because, it's a good excuse to play a game I like again. Why not? It's fresh and new and 16:9 and 60 FPS. Cool. Hi, Maria. Bye, Maria. No, she's coming with us. Don't worry about her. She'll be fine. Now, normally we pick up the pipe that's embedded in a police car along the main road of Silent Hill because we need a melee weapon in our inventory. Otherwise we softlock at a later point, but it turns out that the chainsaw is just as good for that. So we can skip getting the pipe. The chainsaw route is like not new per se, but it took me a really long time to start doing it. It's new to me. I only acquired the sense to start doing chainsaw strats like a couple of weeks ago. I didn't realize it was like that much faster. You'll see. You'll see. It comes up again later. Let's go bowling.
Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name?
Good movement. There's Eddie. How can he sit there and eat pizza? No, I don't got time to let the whole cutscene play. I got places to be. Heading right out of the bowling alley is a little faster than heading to the left, even though it's not very intuitive. Because Maria comes from the left direction, you might think heading towards her is faster. Nope. Other way. Tricky. Minor time save. Silent Hill games are like that. They come down to the fine details very often. People hyper-optimize like the main points of it. Take a trip through Heaven's Night. This room is another room where I have to wiggle the stick so the game gets the idea of what direction I want to move in. Watch out for those. And we head towards Brookhaven, where Laura has run off to. So our main goal in this area is to collect 2 keys. 2 keys and 2 passcodes so we can open a locked box. However, we already know the 2 codes thanks to, I want to say RNG minute, but it's not quite because the game kind of does it for you. RNG being fixed, whatever. Here's a shotgun. We need that later. The shotgun is the best weapon in terms of damage. There is the rifle, but the rifle is actually less damage. The main advantage of the rifle is that it can shoot very far. But we want maximum damage, so the shotgun is all we need. There we go. Oop, get the roof skip. There we go. Kept talking to Maria over and I'm just very concerned. I need to check up on her. Anyway, Maria's napping now. We head to the roof. And the minimum 1, 2, 3, and then flip around. That triggers Pyramid Head to come knock us off the roof. Now we have 0 health, but it's fine, because I'm just not going to get hit. Getting hit is for squares, and will definitely not occur. Didn't occur. See? Genius. Use our keys, and now 1851 and 8321. Normally there are specific places you have to check in order to get those 2 codes, but because of RNG minute or pre-game RNG minute, whatever, it is already done. So we already know we can cut to the chase. Now, there is a strat I can do here involving quick save and quick loads to skip the elevator rides. I'm not going to risk it in the marathon setting because if you do it wrong, it will break the playthrough. Like, it will break the game completely. You cannot recover if you fail it. Anyway, boss fight. Shoot that guy once, approach that one, shoot him. There's some RNG here on how the last guy acts. He can decide to go on a journey all the way across the boss arena. And yes, this fight is quite loud. Sorry about that. Nope, no journey. Good RNG. And now we're in the Otherworld Hospital. Yeah, there are tricky things you can do with the elevator to speed them up, skip the transitions with quick save and quick load strats. But again, messing it up will like brick the game. Like if you do it wrong here, the elevator will stop working completely, which means you can't progress the game. You lose. It's relatively easy to input it wrong, and I have definitely killed runs to inputting it wrong and bricking my save file. So let's not even try it. Let's not test that. Push this. Jame. And we're gone. Damn, I skipped that so fast you didn't even hear her shout the singular Jame. Anyway, Maria's back. She's okay. Probably. We need her help to open a fridge, you see, so we can get a ring. Get the ring. And now we can leave the Otherworld Hospital. Back we go. And we head towards the basement. And the basement chase has movement that is relatively interesting with the control scheme, because it's based on the camera position, so I'm holding down. But I'm still holding down, but then I'm holding down again. You have to flick the stick in one direction and immediately back to down to get James to reorient to the new camera angle. Quick flicks, every time. You do it right, it looks like that. Do it wrong, and you bump into every single wall. And you look silly. You want to look silly, do you? No. This isn't a silly game, it's a serious game. Letter, wrench. So we're going to be heading back to an area we've already been to pick up a wrench so we can get a key to go to the Silent Hill Historical Society. There is an interesting wrinkle to that I will get to when we cross the relevant area. So my health is still 0. Which means my stamina is even less. The max amount of stamina you can have is based on your current health value. Stamina is an invisible value. There's no way to really track it. But the lower your health currently is, the less max stamina you can have. So James tires out even easier when you're on low health like this. So I have to press quick save more often in order to keep my stamina at full. Can I get a game saved? Do you still have the sign? Nope.
Yes.
He does. He's still got it.
It's been on my door since, I think, 2019.
Still hanging on to it.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Punchy ran this game at GDQ 2019, years ago now.
It feels so long ago.
It was it's 5 years ago. It's 5.5 years ago.
Oh, no.
You're old.
No.
But, yeah, he ran it at that event, and on the couch was Maxi Lobes, Plywood, and me. Throughout the run, we kept making the game save joke, and the GDQ people backstage, they ended up making a little sign that had game saved on it, and there was a little drawing pyramid head on it, and they just held it up during the run while saying game saved along with it. I don't think Punchy realized until the elevator.
I didn't notice that it was like a physical thing being pulled out back there. It's funny. Made me giggle. I just took it home. I didn't have room in my luggage for it.
Yeah, I offered, I told everyone, hey, does anyone else want the sign? Because, Punchy did the run, he didn't have room. No one else wanted it. It's like, hey, you know what? I pack light, I can make room. So I folded it up, I put it in my backpack, and it's been on my door ever since. Been a nice decor, and it actually stays pretty balanced, all things considered. Although you just look during the segue of the next run, and you'll see it.
So watch out for that one, dear viewers. Okay, so right now I'm backtracking to the wrench. This is an area we already crossed, so I'm using It's Too Dark to read the map as the text that I can store to get past the event trigger. Remember that event trigger I skipped at the very beginning of the game that normally funneled me into like a side area where I need to fight the first enemy and get the first melee weapon? That event is still active. It didn't go away, even though I've now completed half the game. It's still there, so I have to glitch past it again. But fortunately, glitching past stuff is really easy in dark areas because it's too dark to read the map, which appears if you have your flashlight off and you press the map button, is activatable anywhere. You can just pick up this text and run it wherever. Very versatile glitch. Will come up again later. You can break all kinds of things with this, many that you shouldn't. But it is fun. Only a handful of the things you can break with this are useful to the speedrun, but there's many, many more things you can break that are not. Fun to experiment with. Right now I'm heading across most of Silent Hill to get to the park where the key is buried to the Historical Society. Whenever I want to adjust the camera like that, I actually reach my hand over to the other side of the controller like this to press the camera button, because quick save is on L1, and for whatever reason I find pressing that with the same hand to be annoying. I don't know, I don't like that. Feels bad. Nice and quick. If you quick save there, you can start moving before the fade out has finished completing, so you can make a start on your movement while effectively blind. In the original PC version compared to enhanced, those fade outs lasted a lot longer. So you had to effectively master the movement while blind, while in the Enhanced Edition run, you gain visibility much quicker, so it's easier to see what you're doing with those. So that's nice, it's a little simpler to execute those. Trying to stick to the right side of the road here, because that's the side I have to eventually turn into to get to the next area, but there is this... No, he's not even looking at me. That's fine. Just didn't want to get smacked by them is all. Paying attention. And you? Nah. No hassle. Nay bother. Nay bother. And here we are. The Silent Hill Historical Society. And here we head into the infinite hallway. I think one of the better known semi-obscure facts about Silent Hill 2 is that the infinity hallway, there is no trick to this, they just made a really long hallway.
Yeah.
You know, for a while, people were like, is there some kind of programming trick to this room that makes it repeat or whatever? No, they just made a really long hallway that you have to run down. It's just big. It's just a big hallway. You go all the way down.
It is just as goofy as it sounds.
Yeah, people finally extracted the map data from the game and took a look at this one. It's just a giant tube. Quick swap to the chainsaw, and we hit the door. Normally weapon swapping puts your speed to 0, so doing it right in front of a door so you can immediately cancel that loss of speed is good, and this is why the chainsaw is fast. Stab that wall, and the wall is now open. You have to break open that wall with a melee weapon. A gun does not work, so if you do not have a melee weapon, you are soft-locked. But the chainsaw breaks it open right quick. This is a quick save, quick load skip I will do. Pick up the key, quick save, and then quick load, and you can escape the room without having to do the bug RNG. You can just leave. Fast and convenient. The timing on that one is a lot more lenient compared to the elevator skips, which fail if you touch the pad at all for some reason. Get past that guy, collect the plate. We're looking for 3 tablets right now, so we can get a horseshoe. A normal thing to be looking for in this very, very, very underground prison. Got a wax doll. Our eventual end goal is to use a lighter, a wax doll, and a horseshoe to melt the wax to create like a handle to open a trapdoor. No body blocks. Moving smooth so far. You can use multiple items at once, even single keys by using combine from the menu. Just a little minor thing that you can do to speed things up. But you get screamed at, but a horseshoe materializes. Great for us. Dodge this guy. 1 room. Other room. Item. I'm out. I like that sequence. I don't know. The rhythm of it is pleasing to my brain. Use all of these. Quick save. Quick load. Skips the entire cutscene of actually using the items. It stays on black the entire time, so you didn't even see it. But I did a thing. It was a skip. Hit quick save here real quick. Again, immediately down the hole before it's even had time to fade back in. And we're in the elevator. We can pick up a first aid kit, and I can finally tap the healing button. Poke. The red cross in the bottom has disappeared, meaning I have healed. I was at 0 health the entire time. Why heal? Just don't get hit.
Something neat about this is, I think Punchy made like a whole video talking about this, but it has always been neat with how much you spend low health on the run. You don't end up ever getting in water.
Yeah. The game is tracking how long you spend on bad health score, and it like adds to a tally that influences what endings you get. I have made a whole video on my YouTube channel like explaining how the game tracks the different endings and what it's looking for, because the system is quite complicated.
So speedrun-wise, what this means for those of you watching who might not know this game, on the final boss, wife either far or wife close.
Yes.
2 of the endings are far, 1 ending is close.
And we actually prefer the far ending because of nothing to do with the boss position itself, but because the actual ending cutscene just takes longer to activate on wife close.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, the fade out between killing the final boss and the final cutscene starting is just longer on the Maria ending.
How much longer?
No reason? Question mark. It's just like that.
How much longer?
About a second.
Okay, that's not that bad.
It's not a massive deal. But it is like, it is something.
For 2 things really quick. 1, so that's the head puzzle I was talking about earlier with hard mode. It's not randomized on easy and normal puzzle difficulties, but in hard it's actually randomized.
Yep.
So in theory, you could save time by gambling that one. Although in set C, you wouldn't be gambling it, but you might have a good result. Either way, it couldn't hurt to give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't know what the cube result is on this seed.
Good question.
Have to double check that. Oops.
Oh, the other thing I was gonna say though is for some reason I don't know why hard mode runs of this game always give you wife close. I have no idea why. Every time I've ran it, you always get the immediate like, oh, there she is. Like I think I've got maybe in water once.
On any percent, you pretty much never get in water. It's either leave or Maria. And it tends to alternate which is which because the game attempts to give you the ending you didn't get last time. Again, I made if that sounded confusing as it attempts to give you the ending you didn't get last time, yeah, it's keeping track. It's got like a whole thing going on.
Also, for the most part, a lot of these things are rather minor in the grand scheme of things, but I guess it's kind of one of those things that, especially when it comes to speedrunning, minor time save really adds up.
Especially in a game like Silent Hill, it's all about the micro-optimizations in survival horror games. That It's Too Dark to Read the Map text holding there was done to skip an entire boss fight. I skipped the abstract daddy boss. It's gone. We don't fight that. Don't need to. And that is the infamous arsonist puzzle. In the pre-RNG Banip days, that was a 1 in 6 random chance of killing your run because people would go for it. They would just guess that it was the first rope pull every time. so-called blind arsonist, but since RNG manip has now been a known thing for years, no one has to do it blind anymore. And I'm glad for that, because I think probably the angriest I've ever been at speedrunning was over a 2-week period where I did not hit blind arsonist a single time. And by day 14 of it, I was like so fed up and mad.
I have bad news for you.
Oh?
Well, this game is getting the remake and everything. Wouldn't they be bringing back RNG puzzles?
It probably does, yeah. I'm willing to bet RNG puzzles are back on the menu.
There was also the quote-unquote blind briefcase where you had to guess a 1 in 19 word or something like that.
People developed, like, techniques for rattling through as many words as possible. Shoot Eddie with pistol. Change to shotgun. And then Eddie is dead. I have killed a human being.
Like, he took 2 bullets, like, at point blank.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Doesn't have a lot of health. And now I'm on a boat. 2 full rows to the right and then hold forward, and that usually aligns you properly with the lighthouse. Usually? Ah, I'm a little too far to the right. No! Tragic. Gotta readjust. Now I'm too far to the left. What are you doing, James? Sort it out. You don't have to be, like, exactly dead on. It's just satisfying when you are. Question, on hard mode, you have to manipulate the oars by rotating the sticks in, like, opposite directions. I know that doesn't work on the PC version, they just cut it from the game entirely. Is that tied to action difficulty or puzzle difficulty?
Action, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because action ties it to a couple things. The other is you bonking on walls.
Yeah, that does make sense.
For anyone who doesn't know, if you ever played Silent Hill 1, the mechanics are kind of notable because what will happen is if you sprint into a wall, Harry Mason will do this, like, giant bump. On most difficulties, this game doesn't have it, but on hard mode, they actually bring it back. Funny enough, the game saved actually prevents it, which is kind of funny. I don't know why, but game saving prevents you from tripping.
Game saved is all powerful.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing about those oars? And you may have noticed, because I think recently you did Great Knife only, right?
I did, yeah.
You had the Great Knife out during the boat, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it's really weird, and you will never hit this interaction if you're not thinking about it. Also, I'll tell you after the skip.
Yep, this is the major out of bounds in this run. We use It's Too Dark to read the map to run past that loading zone, then we attempt to fall down by getting ourselves, like, half in, half out the wall. If you're too far to the left, you'll fall back in bounds. You don't want that, but you do need to drop down a bit. I think that was far down enough.
It should be. Yep.
So we can run all the way over here through the void and go to the basement directly. Normally, yeah, I heard the landing. Normally, you have to do a whole process where you discard all your items to get down an elevator that has, like, a weight limit, and it's the whole thing. But using a glitch, we can just skip straight there.
Okay, so now that we're here,
Yes.
the really dumb thing is, in most cases, if you don't know what the Great Knife is, it's a very strong weapon. You'll find in a labyrinth. You can get on a new game file. But the drawback is while it has great power, you have no movement speed. He has to drag a very heavy knife, and he also attacks very slowly. The thing is, though, there is a meme category called Great Knife Only, where you mod in the Great Knife at the very beginning of the game, and then you're moving at this terrible movement speed, although you attack very strongly. It's actually kind of a downside, because normally the Great Knife bonks into walls, too. It's really annoying. But anyway, the point I'm making is you move very slowly. Now, the boat is tied to James's movement speed.
Yeah.
So
when you get to the boat,
if you're rowing the boat, you have Great Knife movement speed rowing the boat. It's easily like you lose like 2 minutes because you have the item just equipped.
Takes 3 times longer.
It is beyond stupid and hilarious. There actually was an old GDQ Speedruns From the Crypt episode where I did it for April Fools, and it is literally just like the sound of a grating concrete in metal the whole time.
With fixed RNG, the solution to this one is hell. Normally there's a whole, like, different puzzle you have to solve. Well, you pick up a paint thinner item in the basement and use it in there. In camera, please. You pick up a different item and use it to get the solution, but if you already know the solution, you can just input it. Doesn't make you. You can just guess if you want. Using quick save here to be able to move quicker to get over to this door so we can skip the cutscene immediately when it starts, and then we can immediately enter the room, get the key, do all this stuff, pre-set up, and get to the hotel key. And we are rapidly approaching the end of the game. Right, hope I hit this hitbox immediately. Nope, too early. So, I have a problem with the Enhanced Edition where my cancel button on my controller just stops working in that room and that room in specific, which is why when I picked the wrong item, I had to reach over and hit the back button on my keyboard instead, which does work. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. Other people do not have this problem. It is computer gremlins, unique to me. And now everything's flooded. We're hitting the end game. Where's this guy gonna be? There's a guy crawling around in the water. He is right in front of the door. What a rotter. There we go. I hit it anyway. I got it on the corner. All good, all good. Ooh. Do a cool 360. He stabbed me in the foot. No, that's rude. Alright, final set of bosses. We're gonna go for a 2-shot here on Pyramid Head. That's way too far back. What are you doing? Ow. I'll have to take 3, I guess. If you get up close and personal with the first shot, you can generally manage 2. I did not get close and personal. Instead, I got whacked, actually.
Also, I guess for a very quick add-on, while we ignore the wife talking, Silent 2 as a mechanic we never really talked about, and it kind of only really shows itself, like, now. I guess it kind of did the Eddie fight. But this game has a really weird combat system in that counter hits do more damage.
Yeah.
Mary?
So, normally for a lot of fights, you notice, especially during the Eddie fight, it's kind of worth it to allow an enemy to get closer, because you'll just do a lot more. Usually it's not a huge thing on any percent, but it can
Mary,
show up.
What are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting.
In this final climb, I have to take specific angles. The game tries to stop you from running up these stairs. It will try to force James to walk at lower speed. But there's a specific angle you can stick to, like if you kind of hug the wall in the right way, like too close and it doesn't work, too far and it doesn't work. That went well. That went well, good. Angles, angles. I'm an angling kind of man. Mostly good, actually. Oh, leave ending. She's far. And time. That's the run. That's the speedrun. That's the final boss. I got the quick 2-shot. And you see the final cutscene loads in faster on that. If I was doing Maria ending, it would take an extra second to load in. End credits so loud. Yep, that was Silent Hill 2. This is the Enhanced Edition credits. The people who made this particular version of the game possible. The mod I'm using. I think it's fitting to let this play, especially Ratiocinator there in the credits. He has been the main member of the Enhanced Edition team liaising with the speedrun community to, like, get our opinions on the functionality of the speedrun mode for this version of the game, which is extremely cool of them. It's very nice they did that for us. If you're interested in running Silent Hill 2, but you've been put off by how, bluntly, the vanilla PC port can be kind of awkward to get going, I highly recommend checking out the Enhanced Edition and the work the team did to get this going in a more simple way. It's a good run. It's still a good run. And that's the results screen. 3712. That's a speed run.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Really quick, if you want to, we have plenty of time left over. If we want to have a little bit of fun, you want to show off the dog ending?
Yeah, can do.
For anyone who doesn't know, the game has a bit of culture behind it and some goofy endings. If you've never seen Silent Hill 2, this is kind of a cheeky nod to the game.
I think do I have... Here's the thing, do I have a save file with the ending, like, present?
Worst case scenario is always just the, credits cutscene that plays.
I can, but like it's missing a step. That's not the one. My back button doesn't work in this room. Is basement allowed? I'm not sure I have a
Alternate
save.
2F might be it.
I'm not sure I have a save file prepared for dog ending. No, that's not the one. That's like after the videotape.
Gotcha.
No, I should have it. I made a save to practice the movement.
Hey.
This is UFO ending. That's not dog ending, that's UFO. Can do UFO ending if I can't find it.
That also works. The game has a lot of silly endings, quote unquote. Well, 2.
No, it's not this one either. Oh, hey, my back button works on that save file.
Wait, so it just works on one but not the other?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh. I didn't make the game.
Huh. Well, I suppose we never do get to see UFO as often.
Yeah, I don't think I have the save file for it, unfortunately. I didn't think to prepare one.
How about we go for UFO?
I guess we gotta go UFO. Now I have to remember which save file was UFO again? Was it this one? Is it you? Are you the UFO? Okay, you're the UFO file. Normally you have to use this blue gem in 3 different locations across the game to unlock it. Use it in the final location, where you would normally use the videotape. Harry Mason, PS1. It's literally just the PS1 model again. But Harry Mason, PS1, is still looking for his little girl. The UFO endings of this series actually follow like a unique continuity. They're canon, but they're only canon to each other. They follow an alternate timeline of Silent Hill. And then James is zapped by the aliens. And Harry Mason, PS1, gives a thumbs up.
And then you get a little fun, like, theme song for the end here, which is... I don't know if it's a reference or not, or something.
It's something. Yeah, that's UFO ending. The rest of this is credits. Cool ending.
All right,
It was fun
to show off one of the joke endings of the game. Yeah, we have this at least. We want to see the dog ending.
Yeah, we can access the dog ending credits directly from the menu, but not the actual ending portion of the ending, which is what I was looking for. So you can hear stupid song, I guess. This goes on for like quite a few minutes.
People like the dog barking song. It happens every time. People want the dog ending. They want the dog.
We've done this as a bid war at GDQ multiple times, and every time dog has won by a landslide.
I don't think UFO's ever won.
No, it never will.
I think last time I had it at GDQ, I didn't even offer it. I was like, okay, just here's your dog ending. Just, you have it. Well, they took it off backup. I didn't think they were even going to take it. I was like, yeah, just dog ending. Dog ending media.
Just do dog ending. Just do dog ending.
We know it's going to win. Just put it all towards dog.
I remember I did UFO ending runs on my stream like a couple days ago or whatever, and I had a bunch of people post that they didn't even know Silent Hill 2 had a UFO ending because they thought it was dog. Like they thought the joke ending was dog ending. No, it's got both. There's both dog and UFO.
The funny part too is like with the UFO continuity they were talking about in Silent Hill 3, like James just shows up.
Yep, he's there.
He's just in Harry's house. He's like chilling behind like a curtain.
Yeah. It was all his work.
The thing is, I think this is the only example of a weird Silent Hill 2 thing, because I think there's like an animation of James falling, and it's the only time you ever get to really see it.
Yeah, he like falls out of the sky in front of the bowling alley and then looks rapidly up and down. There it is. Yeah. Right there. He falls out of the sky and then looks rapidly up and down for something. Like, what? How did they get that shot? Why?
like, it's weird because it's programmed into the game, but like I don't actually know if there's anywhere you can really fall. Like maybe like 1 or 2 areas, but not from even a height that big.
Yeah, he
But
falls
it's modeled into
backwards
the game.
too.
Like, I think there might be a staircase you can find with it. Anyway, dog.
Dog. Only look at dog.
All right, that was a fun little segue to cap off the Silent Hill 2 run. Once again, thank you, Punchy, for doing the run. Before we go, any shout-outs and where can people find you?
I already shouted out the Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition team, but, thanks again to them. But I would also like to shout out the runners of Silent Hill 2 over the years. There's far too many names. Aaron, Big Man Japan. He's also part of the Enhanced Edition team. He's just a Silent Hill 2 maniac. Loves the game. Piccolo has been posting really good runs of Enhanced Edition. What was the guy whose name I can't pronounce? Dice has helped me on this one.
Oh, Naidel.
Naidel, thank you. He's also been posting really good runs of Enhanced Edition lately. So it's been fun to collaborate with these people. If you want to find me, I'm at twitch.tv/punchy. I'm currently trying to push the time of Enhanced Edition down myself, so if you're interested in seeing that, come over, come hang out. It'll be a good time.
All right. Well, thank you once again for doing that run. We've had Punchy on before. He does a good variety of games, and he'll probably be back at some point, albeit I don't know with what. But if you do want to check him out, the link will probably be in Twitch chat, and, twitch.tv Punchy, YouTube Punchy. A lot of fun speedrunning and horror stuff you can find there, and sometimes oddities like RPGs.
I do a lot of things.
That he does. That being said, we do have a couple more runs for you tonight. We have more games coming. Before we get to that, I do just want to say that if you have missed any of our shows or events, you can always find the VODs at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. As well, you can go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to check out our Season 3 schedule. All right, everyone, we are back from the break. Hopefully you all enjoyed that run of Silent Hill 2, one of my personal favorite horror games, and a really tight speedrun as well. It's also one of the games getting a new remake coming out, early October. I think that one is pretty sought after, but for our next run, we actually have a, deluxe remaster that came out just recently, but we're going to be seeing the original game and a pretty fun category for that game as well. If you do not know about Dead Rising, it is a pretty fun zombie game that features a lot of challenging boss fights. I thought it'd be fun to showcase a lot of these in a run, so we're going to be having the original Dead Rising all bosses category with Teddy Ross. Take it away.
Hi, welcome to Dice's Games. I feel like speedrunning marathon assist mode. I'm here to assist with this one. Let's get right into it.
It's accurate.
Yeah, you run all these games.
I like these games. They're good games.
They're fun.
I didn't hit up the companies and ask them to do remakes and remasters. They just happened.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I think time starts now if you didn't start it.
Yeah, time starts, by the way. When the game starts. So in this version, you have to jump a lot. It's faster than walking. A lot of games do that. Just air movements, just you go fast. I don't know why. Is what it is. The fun part about this run is there's 2 giant luck things right away at the beginning, and there's not much you can do about it sometimes. Like right away, I need to get a shotgun on my way out of here, and I need to not get bitten by zombies. And that's kind of luck-based. This is where people like the reset runs a lot, because you can't really do anything about it. Sometimes you get a sub 1 minute time, sometimes you just, you can't. The zombies like to take you to the mat and beat you up. Yeah. Oh no, there's suddenly zombies, look out. Zombies in my Dead Rising, it's more likely than you think. Yeah, Brian Reynolds who just exploded.
Rising.
Yeah, no, just be called Rising. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, at least the gun was near the edge of the thing. Sometimes it's like right on top of his corpse where all the zombies are stuck around. That wasn't too bad. And you have to like put in a lot of effort to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna get some stuff while Otis is talking to me, but I'm from like really far away. I need this to go fast. It's speedrun juice. Then we're gonna ignore Jeff and get out of here.
Hey, anybody around?
They made Jeff worth 30 billion points in the remake, along with any photos. I think in this game, like the PP photos are like 500 or something. The remake, they're like 5,000 or something
They
like that.
give
It's
you
ridiculous.
a cap of 1,000.
Or yeah, okay, 5 times.
I
not 10
only know
times.
this because recently I did the 100% category where you have to get like everything, and you realize a lot of PP gains come from those photos, but like they add up if you take a lot of them. It's like 100 photos.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. I think I like barely took like half of them. I still got to like level 50 pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's luck guy number 2. It's Kent. Nobody likes Kent. Kent sucks. They took away the best speedrun category in the remake. The squirt gun, you can't score it anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like a thing. Oh, wait, that's my aim. I need to shoot Kent. I missed. Whoops.
So, I'm gonna say something right now. Kent has 3 missions throughout the game. Kent is a bit of RNG because his missions require different photos, and he has a boss later, so you have to do them. But a lot of people wonder, hey, why don't you just kill him now? Well, the reason why is when you shot him, you clearly saw him say he's a pacifist. He's not a boss, he's a pacifist.
I need him to take
Can't
a
kill
picture. He hates
pacifists.
doing it sometimes. I was too slow, actually. What the hell? I forgot what the picture button was in this game. I've been playing the remake instead of this one, so I forgot where all the buttons are. So give me a sec. This is the part that sucks. He likes to just leave, which wastes time. But if he just takes the picture and does the pose, get back here. It's way quicker. Oh, he's trying to shoot me with a gun. How dare you? A lot of time he'll just like
shoot him in the back with the shotgun.
True. That's a difference though. It's a shotgun versus a pistol. Oh, he fell off. This is bad. He's wasting
Kent's
all of my
trying.
time. Ken is deciding to make the speedrun take forever. I need to get 700 points, by the way. Yeah, he's going to fight them now. That's so cool for me. Wait, are you posing? You doing the cool pose? No, he's not. Need to kill these things. Okay, now you have to do the cool pose. I got a freaking quintuple hit. Where are you going? This is the Ken. This is why we reset here. Why are you in a shoe store? What is this? What are you doing?
All right, I have never seen him do this.
He did the pose finally.
That was
Okay.
cool. Look how cool that pose is. Was that worth Kent running away?
Yeah, so I have my splits open on the side here. I lost a full minute there. That's why we reset here a lot.
Yeah,
That
it
is
gets
stupid.
really bad. There is some backup you can do.
it's one board
You
in
know,
this
the
game.
nature of hitting him and then jumping down, but Kent really, he really tried.
Okay, we're gonna play the game of do I ever hit a skateboard in this version of the game versus the other version of the game? Because, like, they're weird. It's, like, more fluid in the other game. This one's, like, a lot more stiff. And it's, like, twin stick. This one, like, the camera locks to you and it's all left stick. The one you have to, like, aim camera to. It's a little wonky, but, like, it's better in the new games. It's way faster than this.
Yeah, boards in the new game are lightning fast. I like
And he's
both
such an
games,
expert
though. There's a nice
skateboarder.
difference between them.
He just went through a lake with a skateboard.
Also, grass
Didn't even phase
and,
him.
Stairs.
Hey, look at this. You couldn't do that. You would fall over.
I feel like the stairs are worse than the lake.
Whoop. Oh, I forgot I wasted a bunch of shotgun shots. That's fine. I don't need that much. Please let me in here.
All right, so we have our first real boss fight of the game that's not Kent.
He did not whiff shots. He's doing the faster pattern, but also I whiffed a shot. What am I doing? I think I got a headshot. You need to die right now before that hits me. Thank you.
All right, there's the fight. Shotgun does a lot of damage. It's like an actual shotgun. It's not like only point blank. It will do damage as long as it hits.
Yeah, like you saw me get a quintuple a minute ago. Like, it's actually a good shotgun. And it doesn't have the weird, like, range limit that a lot of video game shotguns have. They only work, like, 3 feet in front of your face or something.
So to help assist in some of the boarding right now, because this section can get kind of tense, for a few alt bosses shenanigans here. One, we don't need the shotgun any more than that one fight, really. The reason why is because we're going to be using the Uzi, which is in this little fountain.
What are we doing? Stop zombie raiding. Okay.
The Uzi is a very good gun, and you don't have a lot of inventory space. You saw I made 2 white drinks earlier. This is called Quick Step. We'll be using that later on in the run for a few things. Going on to the most important thing now, you may have noticed that while Teddy is skateboarding, he doesn't have certain items. If you're a veteran of Dead Rising, you know magazines are really good for Dead Rising because they make items last longer. Skateboards have about 3 hits you can take on zombies, so if you hit 3 zombies, the board will shatter in front of you. Now, there are also
guess what? If a zombie
like
falls over,
that shop.
it's 2 hits. You could lose the skateboard like hitting like 1 zombie practically. It's really messed up.
So boarding has to be very
that bike
careful,
too.
and every now and again you're jumping. Now we're on a bike. There's gonna be a major trick coming up. We call it bike zip because, well, we'll let it show itself.
You're on a bike and you zip. What more do you want?
It's everything you could have ever asked for. You see, you don't have to worry about, like, what's the word, like, you know, juggling eggs skip, where you have to juggle eggs while doing it. No, this is bike zip. You zip on a bike. It's everything that's advertised. There's no false advertisements in this skip. And it requires high FPS and 2 forms of movement. So you lean one way on, like, controller, and then you push another button on your keyboard, and then bada boom, and hey, look, Frank is flying.
And I didn't get sent into the void, but also I got to keep my bike? That's kind of weird. That was a really low launch, so I don't know. Get off the bike, please.
It's a weird skip. It saves a lot more time for real time than in-game time, but it still saves a good amount of time because now we don't need to walk back through Alfresca Plaza, Food Court, the park, and Paradise Plaza. We just immediately.
No one wants to go to
Alfresca
Plaza.
Hey, Alfresca sucks. Nobody goes to Alfresca ever.
There's like 2 survivors there, and then like, they'll show up early.
Yeah, in total you have
2 guys at once.
Aaron and Bert, Leia and Gordon. I think that's all you ever do there.
Yeah, they like underutilize it a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna be forced to save the game now. If I died before that, oops, would I have to restart the whole run? I'm jumping for joy. I'm jumping for small time loss. Yeah, this game doesn't have the autosaves that the remaster does, so I gotta be careful. Or else I go back to there. I'm making safety saves later, but for now, don't worry about it. Out of my way. Hello? I pressed B and you didn't want to go through the elevator. There's a cutscene where they tell you about queens and like... The zombies are caused by wasps, and if like you kill the queen wasp, it kills all the zombies around you. It's pretty neat. It's like a unique way of like you know, causing the zombie apocalypse or whatever in their game, like lore-wise, but it doesn't it also makes like no sense. They want to make like... They made the boss like this, to affect humans or whatever, because they want to try to increase cattle yield or something? Like cattle yield or something? It doesn't make any sense.
Burgers. It's a burger society. They wanted more burgers, but then they created zombies instead of burgers.
Blast them. Okay, there we go. Closer, we're good. If I shoot him one at a time, I can just beat him.
Yep, pretty much. This is Carlito 2. He has a high-caliber sniper rifle, but you can see Teddy is firing the Uzi in a certain way, and then
this works because Carlito's skill issue. Anyway, keep going.
Oh yeah, but burgers. Yeah, so the plot of this game is that they're making zombies because they wanted to make more burgers. But instead of making the burgers, they got to people. And people don't make burgers, they make zombies. I think the actual logic behind it was the queens were supposed to make people hungrier and hungrier. And in cows, it was supposed to like eat more grass to make cows fatter, which then would let them have fatter burgers or fatter meats. But in people, it made them eat other people. And people don't turn into burgers. Usually.
Bad idea overall. Yeah, also, we're going to ignore Otis the whole time. We have to like stop what we're doing to like talk to him. Prisoners, right? Yeah. Things are a lot out of order in the sequel too, or not the sequel, the remaster. Kind of weird. Remember, like, I had to fight the prisoners in the other direction when I was doing the remaster.
Yeah. So we're now hitting a very neat fight. This is actually going to be FPS depending on who you're playing. This is the convicts. The convict fight is pretty fun because if you're at 60 FPS, what will end up happening is the convicts will always crash into this tree, and then they'll get stuck on this tree. They're permanently stuck here. You can just take out the gunner. He is the guy in the turret there, prisoner number 3, I think. And then you steal the gun, and then the other 2 are getting blasted point blank with a heavy machine gun, and now they're dead. And that's the convicts.
Hope you enjoyed like 10 seconds of Gone Guru. It's gone. Never coming back until way later.
He's also just chilling. You see, he ate like 30 bullets to the head, but he'll walk it off.
No, I'm a great magician. Check this out. And bazinga. He's a gun now. Everyone clap.
we did it.
Oh my god. So I can't turn here.
Yeah, so
I always forget the cars in this game are
2
way more stiff. They made them a little bit better at maneuvering in the remake, at least.
I like the stiffness. I don't know. I feel like I'm used to it, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. Oh, we got beans. Sometimes you get a skateboard from there. I don't really need it because this thing isn't taking damage yet. But if you do damage your board somehow, they're running into a zombie or something, then you could just... If the gods of speedrunning smile upon you, you can get a skateboard from there.
We have 2 reasons for coming down here. One of them is that maintenance tunnel key that you just saw, and the other is to, well, get the gun back, because it's a really strong gun, as you can see, and having it more would be very good, especially with the upcoming bosses. We're going to have a very, very swift period of time here, so please try to keep up. Everything we just planned for is about to come to fruition. Anyway, I guess I can take over here for this just to help out. But Teddy's going to park the car in a certain way. It's going to get stuck. He can grab the gun. And now we have 200 bullets in this gun that does a lot of damage, right?
Don't make me go inside the store. Oh, there we go. Thank you. And there.
All right,
cool.
there you go.
This game loves to prioritize going in the building and not taking your item back.
Oh, it's so awkward.
Like, you know, use an elevator. It'll just eat your item, and it's really bad.
All right, so for the boss fights, normally with this gun, you have to have it two-handed, so you can't use the skateboard. However, it does an immense amount of damage. On the cliff, we're going to do this thing where we turn around, pump one shot into him, and then just kind of keep that on the loop. This will prevent quick mechanics from actually happening, and then he just dies. Normally, if you do too much damage too fast, he'll run away in the little, like, tunnels in his arena. But now you don't have to worry about that. What's going to happen now is we take his machete, but then we're also going to drink one of the quick steps, and we're also going to use the heavy machine gun here. Frank's going to run really fast. Now, like I said, we can't board, but this is a good gun to have. What Teddy's doing there is he walks up to the survivors to activate them. Doing so will make them die of loneliness at a later point in time. We want them to die, but you don't have to kill them immediately, but loneliness is nice. We do need them dead because this game has a survivor count. We'll talk more about that later. Right now is the gun shop. This is Cletus. He's probably one of the toughest bosses in the game because he has a shotgun that will do immense knockback. The thing is, though, you can just kind of leave and re-enter. It'll break his aggro, and then you can kind of
I'm going to get hit again. Dies. He's going to... the zombies...
Is bad luck
Never mind, we're good.
All right, we're good.
The zombie pushed me into the store, but we're good. That's the only thing you really get. You get pushed back in the store, but yeah.
All right, so that's 2 bosses down right now.
Oh, we got the attack buff. Nice.
Nice.
That's like the best thing I can get here, I'm pretty sure. All right. Because yeah, like otherwise... Because like if I don't get attack buff before I get to whatchamacallit, before I get to the clown, then yeah, which I have one more chance to get it if I don't get it right now. I don't get it until after Joe, which is like I don't have a bonus damage for like 2 or 3 bosses or something, and it's not that good. It could be up to 3 if I get really unlucky, but yeah, but I got lucky this time, so hooray.
Well, you didn't get really lucky.
I mean, this is the earliest I can get that, I'm pretty sure, so that's pretty lucky.
I know. I mean the don't you get like early stock? You can get like make like another quick step to like use this on Adam.
I don't do that strat. That strat's just like it has never saved me time. I think I do more with my item strat.
Anyway, we're now fighting Steven. He is the grocery shop owner, and he's easily one of the hardest fights in the game. Except I'm blatantly lying to you. He's not. You just
no, that's in the sequel or the remake, whatever it is. He just explodes.
All right, Steven is dead. He wanted to show you his store, and then you shot him immediately, and now he died.
Anyway, we're getting the first aid kit we need here. This is like a store item for, I need a, like the main quest we're doing, which is like, I don't know, 2-3 or something.
Yeah, medicine run for Brad. All right, anyway, that was a lot of the fast-paced stuff. You can see we used all of our resources to take out 3 major bosses.
Oops. Oh, did I hit that guy? I think I just took a board damage. Those guys outside the window, they just count. They're normal.
And we're pretty much on the board refresh as long as you don't like run into like 2-3 zombies here. Plus you get the new magazine,
I can get another board too.
Be nice.
I'm taking a detour here because the clown fight can just kill you. He's good at just murdering you to death pretty hard.
Doesn't saving on this fight break the time skip?
It does. I have to quit the menu and come back.
All right, that works.
That has happened before here.
Yeah,
it does break time skip.
We should mention speedrunning this game. We use a mod called Time Skip. This allows you to bypass the internal waiting. Normally, whenever you're playing Dead Rising, there's a large waiting. However, speedrunning doesn't want to do that, so we just kind of made it so whenever you do something, it will take you to the next thing you're supposed to do. If you're wondering what this removes, it removes a literal 6 hours of waiting. If you don't like it, you can stare at a wall for 6 hours.
No.
If you really want the OG experience.
Surprised I didn't take a board hit there. Yeah, I think I took a hit leaving the grocery store. I'm just going to replace my board for the hell of it. Conveniently, right next to Adam, there's a skateboard shop, so cool. Right here.
So, Adam is an interesting fight. The big reason is because this version of the game is the 2016 remaster. It is the PC port, and it has I guess, kind of a bug. I don't know what to call it. Either way, they buffed this boss specifically because of the way the game interacts with FPS.
This block can literally break my weapon in one hit.
Yeah, there's a lot that can go wrong in this fight. Normally, the big strat you want to do is about like maybe 2 swings, and then you kind of like enter, exit, and like dance around Adam.
I'm keep getting the bad combo. I want to hit extra time than this, but like I can do a 3 or 4 hit combo, but sometimes I think it's luck based. Sometimes you only swing like twice. Sometimes when I want to swing like 4 times, so it's weird. That's the wrong button. What game am I playing?
So let's talk about what can go wrong there. We said it earlier, but when Adam blocks, there's a chance with his FPS that he will block every single swing in your weapon. Weapons in this game have durability, so whenever you use anything like ammo, it will break. I think like the machete is like 90 hits or something. Adam can block
instantly
90
one hit,
times
you can
in a second.
explode it. Yeah.
Yeah, he just blocks 90 hits in 1 second. You didn't swing 90 times. He blocked 90 times, but it counted as 90 hits. It is as fun as it sounds.
Wow, this shotgun is doing a bad job, huh?
A little bit.
I'm gonna
you can grab the,
kill these
the
guys.
mags.
Just so they don't bother my boy Greg here. Greg's gonna open a shortcut for us, and that is food. I need food.
Apple.
Frank loves food. Did you know this? Fun fact.
He loves it so much, he eats the core, the stem, the sticker, and everything.
He ate the whole thing. He chugged like a whole whatchamacallit earlier, like a whole OJ. Greg, you can get past this guy. He's not a bother to you. There we go. They buffed Greg in the new patch, or in the new game, where he goes around that way instead of the slower, long way. And he's also really fast. He books it. He knows there's zombies, and he knows how to get around them. Can I stop whiffing? Greg, where are you at? There you go.
Another thing Adam can do, by the way, if you're playing this version of the game, and the reason why you make the save is because you notice that side swipe attack, it has a chance of dealing all of your health. It does not matter how much you have, it will deal all of it.
Yeah, he can just one-shot you. It's really annoying.
Just like that.
Makes him the most dangerous fight. Yeah, he can do that to you. You can blast your head open with a shotgun, or actually Greg's head just did that. I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's, whoops. I'm trying not to take skateboard hits because chance, I need all of them. The warehouse up here has a lot of zombies to hit, and like, sometimes you can't avoid too many of them. I have 9 hits now. I got the magazine. That's what I was getting in the bookstore there, which every magazine you get multiplies your durability by like 3 or something. Sometimes there's like a lot here, and I can't deal with the amount of zombies or avoid them because it's a really thin alleyway. But also now I have the chainsaw, so elevators are much less dangerous, I say, as I get bitten. That's so cool. I'm gonna... Don't be a stun gun or a shower head. Guess what it is? Shower head. I'm trying to play it safe here, game. How dare you kill me? There we go, peas.
Peas. Oh yeah, so another thing here that should be mentioned. You may be wondering, why are we killing so many survivors? A lot of the game's events are tied over to something called the survivor cap. Also, before that, this is very important. It is
very important for the speed run.
Fantastic.
And let's take the red split outfit. We're on red splits. Why not?
There we go.
There's a chance. You have to wait there for a sec. So there's a chance to pick one of those 3 outfits.
It's a good,
like the middle and the left on the best.
Blue, red, and gold.
Oh no, I wanted to save that. Hang on, let me go and save the game. Actually, I forgot. This is a marathon like thing, but I gotta like be safe about this. Yeah, this outfit for some reason is I think like the all achievements outfit in the sequel or the remake or whatever. It's like something really hard to get, or it's like rescue all survivors.
I think it might be the Grateful 8, which is in this game's Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the harder achievements is like, they lock this outfit behind there. In this game, it's just free. You can get this from the beginning. I could have done this at the start of the run if I wanted to. But I don't know why they locked it. It's like not even that good of an outfit. It's just red jacket, blue shirt. Who cares?
White pants.
Anyway, we gotta go meet up with our boy Kent. You wanted me to take a photo, and that's the photo I just took. I'm procrastinating my homework and doing it last minute, and then it's gonna work out for us.
Yeah, Kent is an amazing man because he asks you to take he wants your sexiest shot. So what you do is you get a picture of a woman's knees, and then you just hand it to him.
Just a lady sitting there, and apparently he's really into that.
Yep.
There you go.
Different things get graded. Getting the shot otherwise is actually a little difficult, but yeah, Kent's just kind of cool with you getting a picture of Jesse's knees.
The camera in this game is a little wonky. Like, it doesn't obey like traditional camera rules, like rule of thirds or like keep shit in the center of the frame or whatever. It's just really weird. I don't understand.
Well, Kent's a pacifist.
Like, the scoring system of this game is just strange to me. Okay, I'm ditching this board, we're getting a better one, and it's time to go fight Joe, the security guard.
So this is where the survivor cap comes in handy. We talked about earlier, survivors need to die so other bosses can spawn. Joe has 4 survivors, so to get her to spawn, we need 4 open slots, which is why Petty had to, well, that's why all those people randomly died. We didn't kill them.
Yeah, I mean, I just left those 3 people. I freed them from their little closet, and they're still like, help me! What are we gonna do? And it's like, you could just leave. You can figure it out.
They died of loneliness. You're supposed to give them attention.
I guess.
It's kind of like what else dies from a lack of attention?
I don't know, like a really needy plant or something.
Like a Tamagotchi or something. But it's people.
Ripped all the
not
Tamagotchis and hey, you Pikachus out there.
Anyway, Kate's gonna help out this fight. She takes a lot of hits for you.
Ooh, no.
You're dealing them, but she takes them. See, look, she's tanking Joe.
You can dodge her a little bit by going to the left, but it's kind of hard. Especially because she'll, like, pin you against that purse rack there. That's what happened to me, but whatever. And also, I'm greedy and I went for too many hits, but whatever. Not the attack whip that takes way longer. Anyway, we did it. They're saved. Yahoo! There's a thing with, like, 5 survivors later, so I have to remove these ones. Frank is the real psychopath in this version of the run.
They're bosses. The category's called all bosses. Maybe they shouldn't have been boss fights if they didn't want to.
Yeah, they did have a health bar.
Exactly. They had a menacing aura.
Yeah, these guys. If I didn't do that, then these guys would not have spawned because there's 4 of them there, and like there's only a limit of 8 survivors. And there's also the sniper fight in a second, and they have like what, at least 1 survivor. So yeah, I have to get rid of them. I wonder how many guys the snipers have on them. I think it's just. I always feel it's like there's like 3 different guys there in that fight.
Only 1, but there are 3 other survivors that spawn at the same exact time.
Yeah, there's a bunch that spawn on Entrance Plaza that I always confuse them as being part of the snipers thing. Ow, how dare you.
I think the snipers
Zombies
are
are very powerful
the
trips.
last spawn of that group.
They're like brawl characters, but if they're good. Like, the trip is like their best attack. I feel like it always staggers super hard. You know, aside from grabbing you and wasting like 5 to 10 seconds of your speedrun time. Save the game, don't skip it. For safety. In case one of the zombies has a grenade or something, I don't even know. What if Adam came back? He could. Random Adam encounter. Who's in Chop Till You Drop or whatever, the Wii version of this game? I think it was like Joe showing up again. He's scary.
Yeah, the Wii version's so weird if you've never seen it. There exists a Nintendo Wii version of Dead Rising, and it's modeled after RE4, and it has some really weird decisions, like one, Madonna the dog is an enemy.
Yeah, there's parrots that drop grenades too.
Grenades. Joe, the boss fight, is a zombie, as is Cliff, Kent, and I think there's one other one, but it's so goofy.
I forget.
Yeah, also
these guys are trying to shoot me.
Is savable. He's just a teammate in that one. It's really
He's
weird.
an NPC that wants to sell you weapons.
Yeah, like you shoot him and you kill him, and then he's like, "Oh,
Jack,
wait, you
get
wanted to
back
buy
here."
my guns?" And then he just like comes back to life because they wanted a merchant.
We got him. Okay, cool. Jack, come here. Jack, stay in the shoe store. I want them all to bunch up. This is fairly decent. I've had them split up like all my recent runs of this. So that's pretty nice. That was better than usual, I think. Yeah, actually saved time. Cool. Then we're just gonna go off and fight Isabella. What? Frank is good at skateboarding. Did I mention this? He went upstairs earlier. Downstairs is harder. It's different. You know, the cult's going to be in the way randomly. They don't really do much unless I decide to stop near them, in which case they can hit me with the pocket sand where I will lose all my items and be transported elsewhere, and they're gone forever, and I have to go back and grab everything again, which, of course, in this speed run is like a reset your run. So we don't want to do that. We're in danger then until they're despawned forever.
I don't know why.
Yeah, they take all your
they
clothes.
see Frank and... Alright, so something weird about Dead Rising that's always been funny to me. Throughout the game, you can get kidnapped by both the cult and the military, and both of them want to strip Frank immediately naked. They see this man, this hunk of a man, and decide, hey, we're gonna put you in like a box or like on an airplane, and we're gonna leave you. You're gonna keep the camera, you know, the expensive camera, but we want your clothes.
Board's taking a lot of damage. All right, I'm going to do some weapon swapping, which is a glitch you can do here. Also, the auto aim is kind of bad. It will try to target zombies, but also it'll shoot right over Isabella's shoulder if there's nothing here sometimes. Yeah, it's faster than aiming at her normally. I need to jump over her or something. Come on. Stop. Wow, she's not stopping at all. Yeah. Mr. Zombie, please stop. Okay, there we go. That time it worked good. But you can get rid of like your whatchamacallit, your end lag on your weapons just by swapping out of them. Otherwise, the shotgun, it's a pump shotgun, you have to pump and add another round in there, and it takes way longer than just swapping another weapon and just shooting it. Later, we're going to use 2 shotguns in a different fight to just turn them into machine guns. It's going to be kind of crazy. Normally, Isabella tells you to come back here in like 24 hours or something, but now we're just going to be here instantly, and I press the X button, and that's a great fight. Boss down. I should save the game here. This next boss is actually way more deadly than you'd think. Swap to that. Cool. Speaking to the cult from earlier, we're about to go fight the boss, and then once he's dead, and you leave the area, the cult's gone forever, but the cult will be the boss fight after the boss fight, because yeah, they got the pocket sand. I'm concerned about my skateboard. Okay, yeah, right. Cletus is, or not Cletus, Kendall's voice in this game is like, I think, Goofy's voice actor, like, you know, from Mickey Mouse. But in the game, like in the remaster, he's like, I don't know, got a big tough guy voice, which is really funny to me. He was just like, hey, help me out. Gorsh. In the new game, he's like, I got a shotgun, I can fend for myself or whatever. It's really wonky. Anyway, Carlito did a YouTuber apology.
He just shoots you point blank.
He loves to shoot. He just does that. That's why he's like everyone's least favorite survivor. He just blasts you. Then tries to do a mutiny later if you rescue him.
The funniest part about his mutiny is he gets like all of like the weakest survivors in the safe house to essentially be human shields. His plan is like he wants to hotwire a car in the parking lot, and he's going to like barge the doors. But he has like people who are like visibly injured. He has like the oldest people in the safe house, and he's just picking people who are going to die immediately.
It'll work, I swear. Okay, my board's kind of damaged. I need to do a cool jump over this guy.
I will escape.
We're good. Board didn't break or anything. It's not even flashing. That's good. Kind of hit a lot of zombies earlier anyway. If I hit this guy when he's not attacking, he'll get stunned, but it's kind of hard to do. You gotta hit him at like the very edge of your thing. I'm trying to press the B button to dodge like this is the remaster. Sean, take it easy. There we go. That's the stun. There we go. Cool. Could have been better, but whatever. Anyway, a terrible accident's about to happen to all the survivors. I didn't do this. Their head just kind of did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. So that's kind of a lot. There's only 8 possible survivor slots you can have at a given time. So, needs to be less than that. All right. So if I crash into a wall here or get extremely unlucky, they can pocket sand me. We're good. My board is not good, but just don't hit any zombies, man. It's simple. Just avoid them. Like that. Hooray. Anyway, I'm sure Isabella's fine. We left her there a bit ago. Oh. Give me a sec. If I'm lucky, I can just walk up there and press B. Usually you have to kill some zombies. Yeah, it's really slow to capture, or not capture, to carry Isabella and take her to the, like the cold area or something, so the sooner you can drop her off, which is as soon as I load into that area, the better it is. Just because the first time you're there, she has a thing that most survivors don't have, where she doesn't really take damage when you're off screen. think she's technically like not a survivor. She's like a super survivor or something. Because normally if you like rescue a survivor and then like leave the area, they'll start taking damage like those 3 guys I rescued after Cliff. But her, you can just kind of leave her there and she's fine. You're not even gone that long anyway. After this, we have, I think, like, the final Kent fight. And I think that's pretty much all the optional bosses, I want to say, unless I'm forgetting someone. Then it's just story bosses, guys. You have to beat... No, I think Carlito's technically optional.
More, technically? Yeah, Carlito 3. That is a boss that normally you could avoid by doing the main mission. However, you have an option to kill him.
Yeah, killing him doesn't even get that big of an advantage. It kind of takes a while, especially if you don't, like, do a cheese strat. We're going to try to do. Otherwise, he just drives around in a car. He's like, you try to hit him, he just leaves. I don't have to be here. I'm faster than you. I'm in a freaking car. What am I going to do?
See, the best part is that he drives right up to you, and then he loses. All right, I don't know what you think would win, chat here, our YouTube viewers and Twitch chat, but I don't. If you had a guess between a a speeding truck and a mini chainsaw, what wins that fight is probably not what you expected to win.
Why are you not food? Whatever. Risky Ken fight I just saved, but whatever. Ken has this cool thing he can do where during the load, like the fade in from the load screen, he can do his signature kick that does 3 pips of damage and kill me instantly. And if I have full health, he could do that kick like 3 times in a row and kill me instantly. He straight up has an unreactable kick sometimes. If he decides to combo his kick into himself 3 times. Straight up, you will die. If I get extremely unlucky, which hopefully doesn't happen here. It'd be really funny, though. Oops, only 1 hit. That's fine. I need to keep moving left because he loves to use that kick, and we're good. Kick is very deadly, and I don't like it. Where's my skateboard? Thank you. Yeah. Oh, no, there's Paul. I forgot about Paul. Everyone forgets about Paul, including the Shop Till You Drop developers. They dropped him. He just straight up wasn't even in that version of the game. It's kind of wonky. No, he's not. He's dead, right? Oh, he's in there? Where is he in there?
No, you can, I think he's in there. The weird thing is, there are certain missions that are tied to how well you did in earlier missions.
Okay, because when I looked it up, it said Paul was just absent from the game on the wiki, but on the wiki's gonna be wrong, I guess.
I could have sworn he was in there.
I think all the optional missions, just like stuff like the sniper fight and other, like, psychopath fights. He just wasn't in here because they...
in there, weirdly enough. That's the weird part. So I think he might be.
Ah, beans. Okay, well, we're at the fight, Paul. I can normally stun lock him, but it's kind of... Sometimes your gun, or your slash will just do no damage, and no stun, and he'll get past you. I still have the sniper, though. He just dropped that bomb. No, we're good. Who cares? He's dead. He's not technically dead. He's alive here, but I don't have time for this. See ya. Enjoy your crotch fire. I'm out of here. The ball's gonna explode. I don't have time for this. Why did he even come here? Carlito put, like, gas in the tunnels. He's gonna ignite it with some bombs, and I gotta stop that, or the whole mall will blow up. And, like, wasp larvae will go into the atmosphere or something. This is, like, a pretty tense part of the run because your car sucks. It will probably die over the course of this mission, which makes it take way slower and way longer. Which I guess normally, casually, it's not a big deal because you can just kind of use your skateboard or run. It's like, there's not an actual time limit here. It's just, like, fake urgency. But in a speedrun, it's like, yeah, you go from, you know, this movement to much slower movement. So it might as well be like a reset most runs. 90%, it's a lot scarier because this car, you don't get a second car. But when we beat Carlito, we'll get a second car. Which will refresh its health, of course. It's a different car. Oh, I didn't drive good. There's zombies here. That's weird. What are you doing here? Okay. See if we can bait Carlito here. He's a really bad driver. Just gonna park my car here. He's gonna probably hit me because that's what he do. And he's gonna go drive away because I hit him once, like I said. Oh, no, second hit. All right. It came out of nowhere. Keep going, you'll get it.
There's my alarm to wake up.
I'm inside the truck. Okay, anyway. Carlito's down. I didn't even check. Did I get stuck? Did I forget? Okay, we got speed really late. Hang on, let me count this real quick. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got stock. Okay, cool. Because I need 7 stock in order to not lose time later. Because I need room for a queen, and I don't have room if I have only 6 spaces. I need to try to avoid as much zombies as possible because they damage your car time you hit one, and that's no good. I don't get another car after this, and there's a chance this car could break if I hit too many zombies or crash into walls or whatnot too much. But now at least Carlito's not like chasing me and throwing grenades at my car, which of course damages your car a ton. It's a freaking grenade. What else is it gonna do? It was different in the remake. There's like a glitch in the remake or something that makes the car go faster, I want to say. Ooh, shot. Oh, the shotgun.
Yeah, so Dead Rising 2 also has this glitch, and it's really funny. In the deluxe remaster that just came out, there is a glitch you can do where you hold the gas button twice, and it makes car go fast. This also works in Dead Rising 2 base, and it's as dumb as it sounds, and it's great.
Going in reverse here because I'm slick like that. Yeah, all right. Oh, never mind. I'm poked a little weird. Actually, that crane's really convenient for me. I'm gonna grab that right now. Normally, if you get a queen here all the time, there's like queens that spawn all over the place here, but it's kind of out of the way. But that one's like right there. Might as well. I normally grab a queen during a segment coming up where I have to wait, so like it's free. I don't lose any time getting it. Like I just lost a couple seconds doing that, but like that was convenient. I'm just gonna take it. I get a second queen or something later on. Anyway, that's all the bombs. I gotta go get them out of here. There's a really goofy cutscene where like Frank has like a bunch of bombs, like a big stack of pies or something, and just like all of a sudden like whoa, and he has to like throw them at the end of the parking lot or something.
The bombs, and he has his like spine shattered from the explosion.
Doesn't die from the pressure wave or anything.
Right now, if you he just like watch the cutscene. It's fun.
Look at that thumbnail. Cool guy that doesn't look at explosions, but also he's very scared of it, rightfully so. Like, what is that? Like, a couple, like, dozen pounds of C4 gun behind him? Like, yeah. Oh my god, I hate this car. It's the car's fault I crashed. It's not mine.
Also, I don't know how Carlito did it, but the big problem in the maintenance tunnel, story-wise, is that he filled it with toxic gas that's, like, going to explode all over the mall.
Yeah, it's like flammable gas or something.
Yeah.
Like the bomb's just there to like as like a catalyst or something? I don't know.
And then he's going to like explode zombies into the atmosphere, and then they'll never get out because it's hard to clean the atmosphere.
I guess they come down and like rain down with the rain or something, and same way like frogs end up in the rain or like whatever the hell else.
It's like what, acid rain, but like zombies. I don't think you can prevent that. Like, I think that's something. Like, I don't think you can prevent acid rain now, right?
No, I think there's like not much of that anymore. There is like weird things like like animals ending up in the rain, like little frogs or like maybe rats. I don't know. I've heard frogs for sure.
What do you mean rats?
I don't know that happens. It's like small animals end up inside. Sometimes it's like spiders, sometimes it's frogs. It's like small animals get like sucked up into the air because they don't weigh that much.
I get spiders and frogs, but like aren't rats like pretty big?
Maybe mice? I interchange rats and mice all the time. You know what I mean?
A mouse is much larger than a spider.
I know, they're like the same animal, but like one's smaller. They're close enough. Here you go. Hi, Isabella. I need to escort her. This is the waiting section I was talking about. She's much faster in the remaster. How dare you kiss me?
So
and also in this version,
angry at the world. Probably because Frank hit her with a shotgun like several times in the head. So the strategy is always make sure Isabella can't get in range of anything, or else she will kill. And killing is slow, because Isabella's not very good at killing.
Yeah, she has the pistol item, which is like the weakest gun in this game. So she'll take
the worst
forever.
thing is some zombies have hard hats, and Isabella can't kill them.
Okay. She can't kill the hard hat zombies? I didn't know that.
No, she will try to kill them forever, apparently, and
they're made of like adamantium or something. They're not just made of plastic. Like bullets are all bounce off of it.
Like she'll shoot the gun and she'll miss every shot. She'll never land it.
No, stop shooting Isabella.
Here's the tech. Going really far away from Isabella will despawn the zombies from her path. There are no zombies that Isabella can fight. She will be, she can't be distracted with her bloodthirst. So she'll just run directly to the end.
Yep, it's the fastest way to get her out of here.
Yeah, we take a lot of weird paths. That is why, because otherwise Isabella will not take a good path.
Otherwise, you have to kill everything near her, and there's like entire crowds of zombies. This one's also kind of weird because this area is huge. This is where I'd normally go get a queen. If I find a second one, I can do that too. If I drop my chainsaw for it, which it served me well, or it's about that point anyway. I'm looking for a zombie scratching the back of its neck. If I don't see one, cool, it doesn't matter a lot. I kind of stopped doing these in my normal runs because it tends to not make a difference. Because I can use a second queen to like get rid of some zombies that like usually mostly don't respawn. And it could make her not stop to shoot them in like the last segment of this area, but also a lot of times it doesn't even matter. Is that a guy right there? That's a guy right there. I'll just do it. We'll see if we get lucky or not. How dare you? I've been sliced. Please grab that. How dare you? I'm out of here. I'm also dying. What the hell? I need to go... There's some boxes in Cletus's area. I can go use those. That is by Isabella plenty of time over there while I was getting shanked by a zombie. We did save before this segment, but doing this whole segment would waste a lot of time if I had to die here, so let's not. It's quite a long one. Imagine, you can imagine an NPC having to run. Please don't hit me. Thank you. Good news is we grabbed 3 skateboards, so I can just kind of hit zombies. I don't have to avoid them too much. This board tends to break like right in front of the gun store, which is where we're heading next. To despawn zombies and get supplies for later. Okay, here we go. There's not a lot here anyway. Part of why I don't do this is sometimes there's no zombies that spawn here. There'll be more that'll spawn behind her in that tunnel. I'm gonna go... Where it is? Here we go. Chalky milk, good.
More than one is a lot to Isabella.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the skateboard. She's still not in position yet. So I didn't really despawn the zombies, so whoops. Or that keyboard-ish, and then I can start moving. And get to the spot number 2. Let me put this elsewhere, like here. So don't actually quick swap from my shotguns into the queen that I need later for a thing. So if that queen I dropped earlier was good, and like I'm not unlucky, she'll just go straight to the end and not touch any zombies. Why am I not on my skateboard right now? Yeah, okay, good. That actually helped me for once. Usually that doesn't save any time, and she'll like still shoot zombies over there, like on the way over here. When like she gets close enough where I can't actually do anything about it. I have speed, I don't need to jump. Yeah, by the way, I was jumping at the end of the run. Once I have the speed upgrade, it's faster just to run. It's no longer faster to jump all over the place. But I gotta do some back and forth. I gotta go back to the safe room because that's where you do 8-3, and then after that, they tell you, oh, go back to like this area pretty much to go fight Larry. Then you go back and then like back to here, and then it's time for overtime. Yeah, we unlocked the Greg shortcut earlier, and it's faster to do this than to go through the field. It seems like it wouldn't be just because you're kind of going the opposite direction of where you need to go. And it doesn't really put you that close to the safe room. But the big field is bigger than you think it is. This ends up saving a couple like seconds or something, like what, 10, 15 or something on ammo. Okay. All the way back to the security room. I don't know if we mentioned, but like the remaster of this game, whatchamacallit, they don't have a time skip mod for that, but they do have like an included way to skip ahead time, which is kind of nice. You don't have to like put in, like figure out to mod the game and like figure out what files to throw in there or whatever. Just straight up, like press a button at a bench and you can go faster and not wait around for the next event. You decide, I don't want to go rescue survivors, I just want to beat the game. What am I jumping for? Whatever. It's a bad habit to press the jump button a billion times. Anyway. You have to go all the way back here for it to be like, hey, Carlito got kidnapped by the meat man. Go kill the meat man. Okay. So we're going to head all the way back there. Whoop. Button, please. I no longer have the chainsaw, so elevator's a bit more risky now. Could get bit in there. I think I mentioned earlier, but getting bit wastes like 5 to 10 seconds or something. It's a QT, it's not like fast. And they don't tend to just hit you. They tend to just, unless they do the trip animation, but yeah, they tend to just like do that command grab and you get stuck waiting there for a hot minute.
So Teddy, I'm just gonna make sure that you're aware. You know how to get out of QTEs fast, right?
Yeah, you just spin your stick in a circle.
Yeah, okay. So I was gonna give the tip to Twitch chat as well, but like when I first found out about it, it was like years ago at this point, but some people don't know it. In the original Dead Rising, the one we're playing right here, if you ever get grabbed by a zombie, just start rotating the analog stick, and you'll get out as soon as you possibly can. So you just spin it. It's really good if you are not aware, and it'll save a good amount of time. Grabs are anywhere from 3 to 10 seconds of time loss, I think.
I forgot to switch to my shotgun. Yeah, it's fine. Just quick swap to it. This is like the, I guess, technically final boss. Then we're going to fight the true final boss. There's one more boss after this. There we go. But this is like the main story final boss. I'm going to jump behind his cows, and he can't hit me with his knife attack, which is like his main attack he tries to get me with. This is his range attack. Unless, of course, he charges me, then he's going to try to throw meat at me. Big meat. I don't want to swap too fast. If you swap too fast, you do less damage. He's trying to go heal there. He also can heal himself if he goes to, like, the corner. There's, like, something over there. I don't remember what it was. Like a bucket of meat or something. I don't know. Meat Man heals with meat. This is the wrong board, isn't this? I'd like to see my thing. Where's my board? It's the correct board. Never mind. This board's about to be done serving me in a second. It should explode on these stairs or something. I'm just going to skate to the crowd and save time. Or it lives a little longer. Cool. Yeah, we just need to go back to Isabella now. And then the military's going to come in and destroy all the zombies. And then it's overtime time. Because originally you're supposed to leave them all after 3 days, and that's what we're going to do, like, after the Isabella cutscenes. We're going to go back to the helipad to meet up our buddy who we hired to take us out of the mall. But instead, the military, or actually no, a zombie crashes the helicopter, so you're stuck here with the military. And overtime is you're finding the second way out of the mall. Also, Frank's been infected by the zombies. So, oopsie daisy. Yeah, with time skip though, this is a little weird because there's like a ton of cutscenes. I think the timer said there's like 12 hours left or something at this point, so you're skipping a lot of waiting around. It's like, I forgot how much waiting there was until I played the remake recently. And there's just a lot of like attacking the military for like, I don't know, it's like at least an hour or two of like real time or something. It's a lot. There's like 5 cutscenes here or something. Normally you'd have time to go back to like the safe room and get like a Easter egg thing where you can see zombie Jesse. Spoiler, she doesn't make it. It's an achievement, I think, in this, or it's at least in the new game, and you can like get some PP points and all that. Anyway, right here. All the zombies are dead for now. It's just a victory lap back to the ending here. Ain't nothing in the way. No military guys, no zombies. Actually, I think there's a helicopter out in the plaza, I want to say, but I don't know. I think technically, like, the rules of this category, the helicopter doesn't count as a boss, 'cause, like, it respawns, and not like the prisoners respawn, or they, like, take, like, a day or two or something. It, like, respawns very frequently, I want to say, like, every time you go out there or something. There was some reason why it doesn't count as an enemy.
You don't know the other reason why we don't allow it?
Why?
So, we have the same logic a little bit earlier, but we don't kill Kent because Kent's a pacifist, right?
Yeah.
In this game, if you fight the helicopter, it just says Special Forces killed. It doesn't say Psychopath, it doesn't tell you it's a boss. You don't need it for all Psychopaths, it just says Special Forces unit dead.
So technically not a Psychopath.
That was the logic behind it back in the day. In theory, It wouldn't be too hard to add in. You'd probably want to use either the nail gun or the gems strat. But I think
it's a helicopter.
Like
throw rocks at it. Shoot it with a nail gun. That'll get it.
Caveman. Dude, I'm not even kidding. There's a strat. You have to look up how it works. But like the best things to fight it with if you don't have the assault rifle are nail gun and gems.
Gems are so bad, though.
Which-
I could believe it just working against the helicopter for some reason.
Yeah, you
No,
just,
yeah,
like,
save my game, whatever.
Poke Assault taught me at once. You look directly up when it's passing you, and you just chuck the gems like a madman. And then, like, some of the gems hit the driver, and then he just dies.
Hang on, I should make a save here. This is a better save. Because I don't usually die here, but this is a really long segment, and if you die, you would start again from like that save I made, but I would have no items. Where if I just continue the story, I have my items. Also, I get one more level in the run that's completely random, and I got throw, which is worthless to me because I'm not throwing anything. I think the best one is life, I want to say, because I don't think the attack damage buff affects like the turret or my spit technique later on. I think it just affects my melee damage, and I'm not gonna melee anything for the rest of the run. Like I don't have the chainsaw, I got nothing, so like it doesn't matter. Okay, the military's back.
The best cutscene.
Well, Frank sees a drone, yeah, the really important cutscene. There's also some drones
the most
around, like
important
we're
one.
joking about. Oops, yeah, I'm gonna hit that guy, whatever. I'm gonna get this, I get a new skateboard in a sec anyway. Yeah, I have to collect a bunch of supplies for Isabella. Frank's been infected and she's gonna cure him or temporarily cure him. Like, some way to keep Frank from turning into a zombie. Also, there's a cutscene here where he finds the way to go later, but they need a plan of a way to get past all the zombies, which... That's what the Queen's gonna be for later on. But for now, I need to get out of here and get all this random stuff she needs. And like some toothpaste, some string, a blender, it's all sorts of stuff. Oh, good. Didn't get shot. I don't know why, but if I just go straight to the right there, they never shoot me. Or if they shoot me, they like miss me most of the time. It's so strange. One of those strats where it's like, why does this work? Whatever. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Ow, how dare you. Oh, I missed. That's so cool for me. I'm supposed to run him over so he doesn't shoot me constantly. That's the big problem here. They love to kill you. They love death. And, oh god, I need to eat oranges. They love orange juice more than killing you, though. They'll let you chug. They respect the chug. Hang on, I need to get rid of this gun. I'm not hostile, so yeah, drop my gun. I'm cool. If I have one extra life... Oh my god, let me grab this, please. If I have one extra life, I can just ignore more damage. But I'm stuck with 6, so like it is what it is. Okay, okay. There's an item here in the camera shop, too. Did I mention that like the skateboard's kind of wonky in this? Like, as soon as I start using it, I can't turn for a hot minute. Of course, if I run into walls or whatever, it hurts me, so I don't want to do that. I'm gonna try to run over the military as much as I can because if I run them over, they can't shoot me as much. Oh, nobody spawned here. There's a guy up there. Oh, never mind. He's here. What? What are you doing here? Normally they can fall to either left or right side. Usually they come in a pair. Yeah, one guy fell left, one guy fell right. Unlucky. Well, doesn't matter. It just means I have to heal here. I'm taking a bunch of pips of damage already. We're getting coffee filters here. Not at the coffee shop because I don't know why. Video games. Only these specific coffee filters will work. Then I gotta get a camp stove, and then I think I'm just crafting my drink for the final boss later. Because the final boss disarms you completely. But you can spit on him because you can't get rid of your spit. And there's like a power-up in this game where you get a crazy spit. If you put 2 bags of chips in a blender for some reason. Leave me alone.
Frank has a real problem with chips. He doesn't handle them well.
I think I need to eat one of these OJs too.
Maybe he handles them really well. I don't know. Whichever one you consider to be the effect of him eating 2 bags of chips.
They're not even like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They're just like normal chip. They're just potato snack or something.
Well, do you want to hear something funnier about that?
What?
So before we had the chip route, right? Because now I think we use the blender in Paradise Plaza, yeah?
Yeah. Ow.
So the old strat, I found this out, and it's really funny what will make Spitfire. Frank will also have lethal spit if he eats 2 boxes of popsicles put together.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that.
I mean, he just ate 2 boxes straight of straight popsicles and the box.
Yeah, the box is doing all the work,
monster, by the way. Like, recently I did a 100% run of this game, all achievements, and one of the achievements is that Frank needs to eat all of the food in the mall, and there's like 39 unique items that Frank will eat. And
blend.
the amount of calories this man has ingested.
Oh, hello,
is
everybody.
wild.
Oh. What did? Oh no. Okay. If I get shot, the run's like super dead, and I have to reload my save. Okay, hang on. They respect the chug. That's good. Okay, I'm out of here. Don't shoot me again. Good. They respect me now. Good. All right, we're good.
Like, it is just wild what Frank will eat. He will eat popsicle boxes. He'll eat raw steak, spoiled steak, and well done steak. He'll eat a just uncooked pizza from the freezer. He's kind of like a human dumpster. Why he does this, I do not know.
Ow.
He also eats in very weird ways. Like, he just shoves it down. Like, if you've never seen Eat Baguettes in this game, I implore you to check it out. He just, like just shoves it down. Like, just imagine, like an old cartoon, like, you know, like, they just throw the ingredients down their throat. It's kind of like that. He swallows a whole baguette in, like, a second. He does.
He doesn't have time to chew. Like, come on.
I mean, but let's worry about the chewing more than the fact that he just eats the boxes. He eats all of it.
Without any milk, it's pretty messed up.
Dude, he'll drink a bottle of wine and he'll suck out the cork by himself. I know, here's a glitch. You open the right door and the military doesn't know how to interact. They only know how to go through the left door. I don't know why this happens. They just
Oops, I'm gonna eat one of these.
never come in here.
Sometimes they just come in here anyway. It's a little wonky. I tend to just like open whatever door. It doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't seem to affect the time too much, no matter which door I open. So I just gotta flip a coin in my head, I guess. Just like, which one are we doing? Where we end up?
I should also mention I enjoy how Frank eats cookies. Because he just like, it's like a cookie like tube. He just opens the box and they all slide down his throat.
Right, there's no horn in this game for the motorcycle. Such a bummer. Just makes zero sound. You don't get the joy of bike horn.
Speaking of Frank being inhuman, by the way, this is a glitch that is going to be called queen duping. Hopefully we'll land it, otherwise we'll have to gather more queens. But you'll see Teddy picking up random items, like a step ladder, a melon, a pipe, and a 2x4 plank of wood. Isabella needs to make medicine, so we're gonna normally get 10 queens, but we're not gonna hand Isabella queens. Ideally, instead, we're gonna hand her random objects, which Frank will then inject into his body.
We're a very convincing salesman. She's like, give me 10 zombie queens. We're like, yeah, sure, gotcha. Here's a queen. It's clearly a plank of wood. But also, this glitch is weird.
Salesman, though. He's injecting it into his body.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I need to turn my settings in a really weird way. The game's going to look really bad for a bit, but it doesn't work if I don't do this. Okay, it's the left button. There we go. Cool. I need to press this at, like, the right speed. If I do it too fast, I can give her the queen on accident, which means I got to go get more. I thought that was the queen for a sec. There we go.
So that is a melon, a step ladder, a 2x4 plank of wood.
It looks so goofy, the long items.
Now, I want to mention, by the way, once again, Frank is currently infected with zombieism, and Isabella is making medicine for Frank that is going to be in the form of a syringe going directly into his body.
It's okay, these are bees. It's fine, these are the bees she needs.
Would you take the back alley medicine of wooden planks, lead pipes, step ladders, and fruit?
It's fine. She's a scientist, she knows what she's doing. Whoops.
She'll just tell you, relax, I'm a doctor, and then she'll jam 10 wooden planks into your body.
I thought God, the melon's like the same shape and like a really similar sound to this. I keep thinking I'm messing up, but I need one more.
Would having a melon be injected in your body a bad thing?
Food goes in your mouth, not your veins, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, also, is it better or worse that the melon, like, peel is going into your body?
I don't know if that makes a difference. I think it still kills you. I'm pretty sure it's bad to inject, like, liquid melon into you.
Dude, it's bad to inject an air bubble into your body. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
The damage
I didn't make a mistake. Those are all, like, nearly first tries, too. That was pretty solid.
All right, there it is. And one queen. And, like,
I saved frames on that one. That
like,
cool.
There's the syringe, and then Frank... I love the cutscene, because Frank just goes, you're going to inject me with that, aren't you?
I'm going to make the game look pretty again. All right, there we go. I'm going to spam, follow me! But not as much as the remaster, because you can, like, actually, like, spam that, like... They didn't put a cooldown on it. You just, like, infinitely spam it. It'd be like, go back. I'm like, follow. It's crazy.
I love the way he says hello in that too. It's like hello.
Hello? If you can spam the hellos, I never did that.
Syllable. There's a bunch of H's.
I normally zombie ride these guys, but they're not near the gate. What are they doing? Because you're immune to grabs for like 3 seconds after you zombie ride. It's pretty nice. Oh, yeah, get off me. Holding hands is a little wonky in this game. She, like, if there's a zombie force between us, it'll force us to let go. But in the remaster, I literally had, like, I was, like, holding hands with, like, one of the grandma survivors, and she got stuck on something, and she, like, whipped it back at me at, like, 1 billion miles an hour. At, like, from, like, 30 feet away. Like, they buffed the hand grab a ton in the remasters. Yeah, what was that? Okay, that worked. No, it didn't. Oh, I got coughed on by a queen or something? What was that? I think a queen zombie the puke at me is what that was? I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention. Queen zombie is like a puke attack, too. It's really stupid. You almost never get hit by it unless you just, like, stand near a zombie for a long time. I don't know what happened. And it, like, stuns you for a while. Because, I mean, you just got, like, puked in your mouth by a zombie. Like, what else would you do? Anyway, I need to take her down here, and then I can save a little bit of time if I don't have my skateboard explode, which I don't have the magazines anymore, and it has like 1 or 2 hits left on it, so I have to skateboard perfectly through a giant crowd. It's a hard move. I've done it maybe like once or twice. And if I'm low on health, I could eat the drink here, because it will full heal me. That's a pretty thick crowd, and I can't exactly see down a hill very well. Please let me ride him. Please let me jump off of him, because I want to like jump over the crowd a little bit, and wish me luck. It's not like required. I'm gonna hit. Yeah, there was nowhere to go. That was like a full-on wall. I mean, like the left edge there, whatever. It is like way faster to skateboard, and also hills make you go faster. Like gravity works in this game. It works in the car too, but there's only like one hill your car can go down, which is into the parking garage, so it doesn't really matter a ton. And also there's like a loading zone halfway through there, so make a difference. Well, I guess I could have saved there, but like we're not gonna die to Brock. The worst thing that could happen is the military kills me here. There's like 2 guys and they can obliterate me if I get extremely unlucky, but forget about it, we're good. Well, Isabella comes near me. In this version, she's really stupid and will like sometimes like still be back there. We're gonna drink Spitfire, which, yeah, because he normally takes away all my items, but like he can't take away my Spitfire power-up or anything. This works in the sequel too. I keep calling the sequel, the remaster. Yeah. Usually this wall of zombies can block all the bullets too if I have to worry about it, but we're good. And we're out of here. Time for everyone's favorite thing from like 2006 to 2012, a turret segment, but this one's not too bad actually. So you've got QTs and turret segments. It's from its era big time. Go ahead.
You're not killing the tank, you're breaking the automatic sensors on the side. That's why you have these giant explosions whenever you hit the green lights, but if you hit the tank otherwise, it does very small damage.
I can't shoot through this mesh thing because hitboxes, but whatever.
Yeah. A lot of people assume that you're just breaking the whole tank whenever you fight this, but then they forget the following cutscene is he just like, hey, automatic controls suck, and then he literally just rams into you immediately. Which
Big skill issue on this guy.
But
he hasn't landed a single shot yet. Normally he blows me up a ton.
Maybe he was getting paid by the hour.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, the longer he takes, the better it gets.
He's gonna hit me now, though, for sure. There's no way he whips that yet. Get shot by a tank. Aw, jeez. That's not good. That can't be good. They sped this fight up in the remaster a ton. They just make your gun do, like, way more damage. I think it also fires faster, too. We wouldn't even do a full lap in the remaster. We would have done, like, a minute ago, practically. This one, depending on how... It's a bit luck-based, because he'll go around the track, like, at whatever speed he goes around it. He'll randomly, like, speed up and slow down. Anyway, it's time to spit, by the way. I'm trying to, like... That's the wrong... That's not my spit. That's my camera. I'm going to try to, like, dead angle him or something a little bit. And you hit, like, specific parts of his leg. And you'll see, like, a little blood splatter if I do it right. And he'll also stun. Ow. That was my blood splatter. I got stunned. You can tell by how I fell over. There we go. This is going pretty good, actually. Normally, I just do these normal block hits, which do much less damage. They do more damage on top of stunning him, too, which is, like, just a nice... No disadvantage to it. I can get, like, a double hit if I, like, hit that second hit, which is really hard to do. Can you stop doing that? Come on. Oops, he's gonna rip out my guts. I can just hit him, do chip damage to his block too if I wanted to, but like it takes way longer. You can see it barely moving, and then he's dead. There we go. Cool. That's time,
GG, by the way.
And then
that's Dead Rising all bosses.
Yeah, Frank gets the scream, and then they just like give you some title cards. Like, we're not animating a cutscene about this. He got away off camera, and everyone's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know why the scream happens, right?
He just beat a guy in a
His
tank
body
with spit.
caught up to him. Well,
That too, I guess.
He finally felt the effects of having a bunch of lead pipes, wooden boards, and step
He's just in pain, yeah.
injected into his body.
It hurts everywhere. Ah!
I mean, it's an accurate scream. You just, you went through all of that, and then it starts hitting. Medicine doesn't affect you immediately.
I mean, yeah, if you drop the true final boss, you're also going to do this too. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm so cool. I got to scream and shout about it.
Scream.
You like screen shaking and everything too. Frank returned to his home planet after this. It's just
Frank
straight up
died
that tier of
immediately
thing.
5 seconds later.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it plays it here. No, it doesn't. Whatever. I had to watch the whole credits to get those title cards, but whatever. We unlocked overtime and all this other stuff. Hooray. Oh, here it is. It's just Frank managed to get out of the ball on his own.
So,
Straight
if
up
you
a
ever
text
want to find
code.
out what happened, there's like a mini comic series. I think it's called like Road to Fortune. Came out before Dead Rising 2, and it tells you how exactly he escapes. I think the gist of it is there's a gun inside of the tank, and then he sells out Isabella to the military.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then she goes to work for Big Pharma.
Because I know she shows up back at like 3, like working for the military. That does make sense, I guess.
Yeah, it's like she works for a company called like Phenotrans, which creates the zombie medicine. Which they're using Isabella's research of, jamming a bunch of random ingredients into a man.
Yeah, real quick. Canonically, he's super hungry. His belly's not full yet. He just eats and eats and eats. Frank is like a god of gluttony.
I mean, it's true. Did you see the way he ate all that food? Also, Frank will literally die if he doesn't eat for 4 hours.
Yeah, that happens sometimes if you're doing the other mode. Infinity mode or whatever.
All right, but yeah, thank you again for the run, Teddy. Before we do hop on to the next one, do you have any shout-outs you want to give, and where can people find you?
You can find me on my Twitch channel. I've been doing a bunch of Souls games this month. I've kind of taken a quick speedrun break for a bit. You gotta do that sometimes, And yeah, otherwise I've been grinding this game a ton, like over the past like 2 years. It's been fun to play. Like there's a lot of like luck involved. It keeps it interesting, and like it's just a fun run to do. Like I don't know, I just enjoy it. Yeah, who's the next runner? I wonder who that could be.
Right, I can't believe it. I wonder who it could be. Anyway, before we do go to that, I do want to say really quick that if you did enjoy this run and you did enjoy the runner, you can find Teddy Russ at twitch.tv/Teddy Russ. The link should probably be in chat. There's a lot of fun games, a lot of weird games. If you want silly speedruns, definitely a good place to be, or Souls, or Dead Rising. So good stuff there. Anyway, we do have one more run for you happening in a moment, but we will be right back very quick. Before we do that, I do just want to say that any subs, Prime Gaming, give subs and bits, cheer to the GDQ Hotfix. All right, everyone, we are back from the break. Hopefully you all enjoyed that run of Dead Rising. It is one of my personal favorite games to watch, to play, and honestly, I think all bosses are just such a cool category. It's also quite nice to see, considering we did just get the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I know a lot of people have been playing it, but just in case you haven't, it is a fun way to kind of relive the fun of Dead Rising and kind of see what the original game was like. Anyway, for our final game of the night, we're actually starting here because, well, I'll be a runner for this one. This is Clock Tower. Clock Tower is actually getting a release, I think like at the end of October, for literally the first time ever globally. This game only ever originally came out in Japan, and it's just such a cool game. I really wanted to show it to all of you. As well, people will actually be able to play it for the first time literally ever, which I think is pretty tight. Anyway, if you don't know a lot about this game, there's a lot happening in a little bit of time. It's not the longest run, but I do hope that you enjoy it. Anyway, we can do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, Clock Tower has a few different things. First off, this is a point-and-click horror game. However, I should also mention this game is an SNES game, or Super Famicom game. That being said, I am playing on a Super Famicom controller, meaning the controls are going to be like that. You have like the D-pad, you move around the cursor, and you can select things using the, what button is it? The Y button. I don't ever know how to word it entirely. I'm like, what are my buttons? I kind of just push them. I don't think about them. Anyway, this game does have a variety of RNG. There's a lot of reasons for this, and it is quite strange. I've already failed a 1 in 50 dice roll. Normally, you'd be resetting the run if you were to get this going for a record attempt. However, since this is a GDQ Hotfix episode, we don't really do that here. But what that means in that text is normally you're looking for a key in that box. I did not get it, so we're going to have to get it in the other area. It's in 1 or 2 spots. It doesn't lose too much time. Anyway, this is the intro to our stalker. This is Bobby Barrows, the Scissor Man. We're going to be opening the run with a trick immediately. This is called Bobby Skip. What you do here is you can click on these stairs, and that counts as an action. Jennifer would run immediately to the stairs, and then I just run through them. Normally, if you try running, past Bobby here, he will immediately kill you. It's an instant death. You normally would actually want to pass him to go to this door right down here. However, I didn't get the key, and the key I need is actually upstairs. So I get to do a little bit of a route deviation. Like I said, this game is pretty random. If you are grinding for world record, normally the odds of you getting a good run are a 1 in 80 chance in hard terms. There's technically soft RNG, but we don't worry about that for the purpose of this, and we're going to try to minimize as much randomness as possible. The way I do that normally is I just check more rooms. It's not like major time loss. It's just one of those things that when you have a world record that's like 12 minutes roughly, you start caring a lot more about the single second. Anyway, Jennifer has the world's slowest stair animation, so that worked out well there. We're going to go in this room, we're just going to go in the back, and this will be a place for us to lose Bobby, because the way the game works is if you're being chased, you cannot explore. You have exploration mode and chase mode. In chase mode, well, you get chased, meaning the only way you're going to be able to do things is through running around. Also, those are not garden shears. There is a difference. Scissors have long blades. Garden shears have long handles. It has a scissor handle. There is a difference, albeit minor. Anyway, in this room, we do get to do a neat little thing. I'm going to be looking at this bug spray on the ground. We might need it for later. And what if we take the rope too? Because this introduces us to our first trick of the game. We might need both. It's not super likely, but now I have the ability to break the game entirely. Normally what ends up happening is in a point-and-click game, you're kind of obligated to look at the text on the ground, right? Or the text on the lower part. We don't want to do that because text takes a long time to read. And a lot of the game's actions are entirely based on that text on the ground, right? Like right on the bottom. Meaning certain things can't be done unless that text is gone. Now, we're going to bypass that using a glitch called the text skip. As you can see where the text is, that is the same hub where my items are taking place. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to merely push my inventory button alongside the action button. That'll open the inventory at the same exact time as the action is being done. That will then allow me to do the action while at the same time having the inventory out. Having the text from the inventory will actually bypass the stuff entirely, meaning I can therefore skip text. It saves a lot of time throughout the run, and it's quite nice. Another thing I'm doing is called input buffering. If you mash the inventory button, you can reduce the amount of lag in the game, and Jennifer will start running off the screen. It is mildly faster, and it's not like hard mashing. You're pushing it during certain time frames. Anyway, it is now time for RNG. There are 4 rooms I need to check, and I am looking for 2. I need a library, and I am looking for a crow room. I got the pink bathroom. That would be atrocious luck. 1 of 3 down. That is bad luck. Luckily, it's not too bad. I'm going to be able to do a few different things right now. In this room, we have a pseudo boss fight puzzle. So we're going to do the text skip right here. That'll bypass the text. And the boss fight is, once again, randomized. Normally, there's a set path you can take when you run in this room. Doesn't always work, but we'll see how it goes. The stall will dance around. You want it to attack you as soon as possible, because if it does not attack you, you do not leave the room. But by doing that movement right there, I am able to just win immediately. Very fast, as you can see. We did that. We got a little bit of good RNG, right? It works like 70% of the time, which, unfortunate. Also, yeah, see, it's the handles. There's a weird difference in how scissors exist. Alright, so I still need 3 rooms to check. I can get a piano room, which is bad, and there's also more RNG. The reason why is because I need to get a demon idol as my core item. Clock Tower has a major puzzle item, which is either the demon idol or the staff. A staff is not good because Jennifer does not know how to use a staff. It's a weird item. Meanwhile, you know, she just kind of knows how demon idols work. Anyway, we can actually check right now to see what I got. This is going to be kind of fun. Hopefully I get a jump scare. It's worth checking because worst case scenario, I have what I need. Hey, good RNG. Hooray. Look at that. Alright, so Bobby jump scares us. That is normally the spot the staff is in. However, if the staff is not in the game, Bobby is there instead. Now, that's kind of cool because that means I get the good RNG here. So I don't have to worry about massive time loss. You may have noticed the estimate's like 25 minutes. That is exactly why. Normally, if you get bad RNG, you need to have like a 5-minute detour and it's painful. However, we can actually just go straight to the end of the game once I have the tools that we need. Anyway, we're going to keep doing the strat here. I now know where I need to go. I got the worst possible luck imaginable, by the way. Another thing I should mention, you may notice Jennifer's face is like looking really tired in the bottom left. That has no actual effect on the run. I think it's meant to be like a pseudo stamina thing. Also, this is the empty door, so I really did get the worst RNG. Normally, it's supposed to be something like, oh, if you get into encounters, you die faster, but we're not going to die, so it's not a problem. Also, I messed up. There. Anyway, what we're going to do to defeat Bobby, we're going to use the power of knowledge. I don't know if you know about knowledge, but Bobby doesn't, and that's why we're going to throw the book at him, and he just evaporates. Now I have the book I need. I use text skipping to overwrite the dialogue once again, and now I have the hidden truth that will get us to the major requirement. So I haven't talked much about the category that we're doing. We're doing ending S or S ending. S ending is the game's best ending. It is not canon, but it's like, hey, you did everything you could. That is good. Good job. So ending S requires you to keep one friend alive, discover the truth of the mansion from your father, and it also requires you to free the crow. These are all the options needed. You also need to discover the truth about Bobby. So now that I'm in the crow room, I'm going to use the item skip once again. You'll actually see a key just warp into my inventory. There it is. And now I can use this key on the crow cage to the left. There we go. And just like that, the crow is now free, and the animals are our friends. So he will be nice and happy knowing he has freedom. Alright, that being said, we have one more thing left to do before we can go to the end of the game, which is going to be talking to the dad. Throughout the game, you kind of realize that things aren't what they seem. I haven't really even talked about the story because this runs like 15 minutes or something normally. But story of the game, you've been adopted along with 3 of your orphan friends. Your orphan friends start dying and the mansion seems like it's off. You need to figure out what's happening. So you do that by either getting drugged by your adopted mother or you find your dad's dead body in this mansion. Depending on what ending you're doing, it will, change. However, for the best ending, you want to find it through your father. There is a trick you can do here. It is not humanly possible. I have never seen it. It has only ever been done in tasks where you can skip this cutscene. It requires you to hit 3 frame perfect inputs. I think it's impossible. I've never seen it done. No one has ever done it. If you can do it, you can get world record immediately if you want to roll your proverbial dice. All right, so this room is just kind of a brief break in time. We have a little bit we can talk about here. This is one of the hardest rooms in the game if you do it wrong, and the payoff's kind of annoying. So there's a wall right here, and there's 3 parts. You move this box, you talk to this pipe, and then you go into the wall. The thing is, if you take too much time in the room at all, you don't do things immediately, the run is immediately dead. Because, well, almost immediately dead. The box on the right has a chance of spawning either a cat, which is good, or Bobby, which is bad. If Bobby spawns, you have to get rid of him because you have no way around that. The reason why it's hard is because you can't move the cursor while doing the textscape. By the way, I got the thing there. So you need to immediately move from the right immediately to the door. That allows you to exit the room, which, you know, good for us. But it's just a little bit tough. As well, in the past, this was a 2-minute long cutscene, but we found out that if you text skip, you can skip all the dialogue on the bag, and the bag is all that you need to talk to. The dad has no purpose to talk to. It's like a 2-minute cutscene. You just don't have to talk to him. For a while, we were talking to him, and then that lost a lot of time. And then we saved 2 minutes by not talking to him. Which is kind of funny, because it's like, oh, hey, my dad's dead body. All right, I'm out. And with that, we're officially going to be entering the end game. We have all the tools that we needed just to kind of retell what we got. We have the crow key that would save the crow. We have the demon idol, which would be the final key that we need. We have the keys to the final room, which we got from the doll room. And we discovered the truth about almost everything. We do have one more check we need to get before we get to the game's climax. However, it will actually be in the final area. Now, I will say right now, the speedrun will look a little bit weird if you have no knowledge of the game. So, I'm doing a massive skip in a moment here. Normally, one of the game's final puzzles is that throughout the mansion, you need to find a couple of items. This is the robe and the perfume. Now, getting these items takes quite a lot of time. They're in various parts of the mansion and require little, events you have to do. I did not grab either one of them. The reason why is because obviously that's slow. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to abuse some of the game's mechanics with text boxes once again. We're doing that quite a lot, like I said. This one will be a little bit different. But first things first, skip the little text there. We'll go down a little bit faster. And we're going to be hitting the dog. So, the dog is the final boss of the game, technically. It's not the real final boss, but it's the last, major run killer. Normally, this is a puzzle where if you don't have the items I just mentioned, you will die immediately. It's like, oh, bad ending. You walked up to the dog. See? There he is. And the hint is you see a robed figure pass. The dog growls at you. It's telling you, hey, don't do this. But I can use the text box right there. That allows me to just run past the dog. And now we're in the end of the game. There's a dead body right here. This is our friend Lot. We're going to ignore her because Lot takes time to talk to. So I skip all of our dialogue. We just go, hey, it's Lot. And then we run away. And with that, we can now enter the game's finale. The skip's actually a little harder than it looks. I've just done it a lot. But you want to push the text animation at certain frames. That allows you to bypass both the death trigger and a small walking portion where Jennifer says, oh, the perfume wore off. I can't go back. Because normally if you get to this point in the game, you're locked in. You can't go back. There is actually a glitch that's really hard that is exclusive to ending A, where you can actually backtrack past the dog. It is only used in that category because you want to talk to Lot. Anyway, here's the big plot twist of the game. It's a curtain, but behind the curtain is the cradle under the stars. It's a giant baby made out of orphan meat. Anyway, I haven't talked at all about the story, so a lot of these things are going to be seemingly, random. But we now have a panic event. You just mash the B button a bunch. I'm just rhythmically mashing it. I think it's you have to push it something 80 times. It's really not that bad. Just as long as you tap it at a moderate pace, you can be fine. Now, you can't totally forget about it. If you do, you will die here, and it is pretty sad. But, hey, look at that. We're going to be good in a moment here. You'll know the event is done when the screen stops flashing on the bottom left. And if I did it right, we should climb to the top of this little ramp. And I don't know if you know this, but orphan meat is rather flammable. So Jennifer is just going to accidentally knock down kerosene. And hey, look, he just explodes, just lit on fire. All right, with that being said, we are almost done with this whole game. We got pretty bad RNG as a whole, but it still was a pretty good run. We're probably looking at like a 16-minute run or something right now. Maybe like 16 and a half or something. We do have the game's finale to make sure we did everything right. Now, the true final boss is this elevator. The reason why is because in the elevator, if you push the wrong button, you get the wrong ending. So do not push floor 2. If you did everything right, it should be floor 3. Floor 2 will bring you to an ending called C ending, and then if you die in this elevator, you didn't talk to Lot because you didn't discover the truth about Bobby. Alright, now we have one more input left. Time does not end until the final QT is done, but this is usually the, okay, you've done it. If you made it this far, you're pretty much done with the run. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoy this short viewing of Clock Tower. It's a game I really enjoy. It's the game that really got me into speedrunning. So any chance I, can always enjoy to show it off, it's quite nice. And I know with a lot of new games coming out, they're pretty exciting. But, Clock Tower Rewind is going to be pretty cool being able to see this game come back to the modern age. Right? Wild. I can't believe it. All right, so plot-wise, you start the timer right here. There is a clock. Once it activates, Bobby dies of like 8 tumors hitting his body at once because there's like magic with the clock tower being stopped that prevents him from dying of 8 tumors at once. Now Bobby is dead. He walked off the cliff. We have our friend right here. This is Laura. You can tell you got the ending S as she's lying down on the ground. Ending A, she'll run from the side, so we have a good indication right there. We have one more thing left to do. This is the final confrontation at the top of the clock tower. Time will be coming up in a moment. All we have to do is finish this QT, and there's time. Oh, so close. Yeah, it's 17 ain't bad. That elevator takes a little bit longer than I remember. But yeah, there's our bird friends. They helped us out. We got everything we need. We'll watch the ending here. But yeah, that was Clock Tower. I do hope you all enjoyed it. I'll take a moment to say, just, shout out to the Clock Tower speedrunning community. And, well, I am your runner right now at Dices, and I do a lot of horror games. I really do like Clock Tower because this is the first game I ever learned, and it kind of got me into this whole speedrunning thing. So I probably wouldn't be running Speedruns From the Crypt if not for this game specifically. So any chance I'd love to show it off, I do like showing it off. I was also able to run this game earlier this year at GDQ, and I was very happy with that. It was kind of a, I guess a career milestone in a way. Anyway, we do get the ending. They're able to overlook the clock tower. It's pretty fun, retro graphic aesthetics here. You can just appreciate that really quick while we are about to wrap it up. We're not there yet. But yeah, here's the ending screen right now. It's the, where is it? There it is. See, they're standing at the top of the clock tower. The rain stops. I don't know. I just love the way it looks. I think it's beautiful. Like, a lot of the SNES graphics are really tight, and I don't know. It's something that's hard to replicate all the time. Anyway, I do hope you all enjoyed Clock Tower. Once again, I gave the whole plugs there. Hopefully you had a good time watching that. More importantly as well, hope we had a good time watching this episode of Speedruns From the Crypt. We do a lot of fun horror games here. I usually try to compile them in various themes. This one was, remakes and remasters. A lot of new cool games are coming out, and I do hope that you enjoy the spooky season coming up. October's right around the corner. It is the spookiest time of the year, and there's going to be a lot of good games coming out if you're a horror fan. Before we do go, I do just want to give a quick announcement that, if you did miss this show or you missed Challenger Approaching, we will be having a replay of both shows coming up right after this. As well, in case you missed any of the GDQ shows, I tend to, they're on the VODs for YouTube. And for the Crypt, I tend to plan these out about every 2 weeks, provided we don't have, interim shows in the meantime. So, if you ever want to know more about that, you can find my showrunner info. I'm on the screen somewhere at Dices. So I do talk a lot about how I plan GDQ, and it's quite fun. We'll be back in about 2 weeks with more horror fun. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and or night, and take it easy.